Hello.
I
Hello.
went to,
Hello.
I went to high school with a guy named Joseph Anderson. I think we went to his house after school, and I
Yeah.
think it's the first time I saw the "Oh My God Shoes" music video. It was at his house.
I thought you were gonna say that was the first time you like saw boobs or something.
His sister was really ugly. No.
Hold on, I need to. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm just pulling up the. I just realized I didn't have the actual game screen up. Yeah. Welcome. Hello, everyone. It's time for D&D, and I do actually we have an announcement, which is that sometime in the near future we'll be having a new player join the game.
It's me.
Yeah, it's Duncan.
Adau's brother.
But no, yeah. So we'll have another player, Logan, joining us, one of Duncan's buddies, and we're still working on figuring out the final details for his character, and I'll probably stream that at some point. But yeah. Also, hold on. Let me look at the calendar. So I'm gonna be. So there's 2 more weeks after this week until I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. So, yeah, I will be gone for the 30th of this month, and I will be getting back the 7th of July, but I will be getting back late. So, or like late enough where it will not be an option to do D&D.
This is going to be a mess. I am probably fine for the 16th.
Okay.
And probably fine for the 30th, but he'll be gone anyway.
Yeah.
One shot, question mark, wink, wink.
And there is a fun little surprise that me and Duncan have been working out. But, I don't know, we haven't figured out all the details yet. Do you want to reveal it, Duncan? It's not related to D&D, really, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I didn't know if that's... I was like, what is he talking about? But, let's just say Momocam will be featuring a new playable character.
Yeah.
Unless you mean something else.
No, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Duncan, I realized that you can use the PC here to play Dark Souls 2 and 3 and shit if you want.
That's true.
So you don't have to buy it for yourself right now.
Yeah. That's actually good point. Good point.
Yeah. Anyways, though. So yeah. So there should be some. Yeah, you're welcome to stream from my PC.
Your profile's gonna blow up. Which is gonna have millions of viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So anyways, so that should be fun though. So, anywho, as far as D&D goes, yeah. So we will be missing a couple weeks, but we have a few weeks till then. And yeah. So, what happened last time?
Killed a vampire.
Yeah, we killed
Killed like a lot of them, but like mostly like one really.
Mostly
important
the
one.
vampire. Yes.
Yeah.
No, not all of them, but most of them. Most of the humanoid ones.
That's the constant.
Not the bugs. And then we maybe killed one non-vampire. Not important.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
And we have to
That's true. We didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just happened to
totally.
succumb to their wounds, and I actually don't have revivify or resurrection or raise dead or wish
shit, no,
or anything.
It's
That
just
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks to be that dwarven cleric who wasn't affiliated with us.
Oops.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the group did kill Lady Valeria. By the way, do any of you guys know what Valeria the name is a reference to?
I mean, it could be a lot of stuff. I feel like Valeria is.
It's
The Netflix romance Valeria.
no,
Oh, it's actually that's in Spanish too. You might have seen that.
She was one of the main. She was like the main female character that appeared in the Conan stories, Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Familiar.
Yeah, I would recommend by the way, like the Conan stuff, some of it is lots of it is cringe, but I really recommend reading Red Nails, which is it's 80 pages long. It's like a novella. It's not like a full book. It's not a short story either. It's halfway between, but it's really good. Red Nails, pretty sick story. We're in like the fucking 20s, by the way. Anyways, so yeah, Valeria was a reference to that. No relation in terms of the actual characters. As far as I know, I don't think that character ever became a vampire.
Fucking got owned.
Yeah.
She did not get owned. She did not get owned. She beat my ass for like 6 rounds straight.
Yeah. So, the group finished off this battle, and at this point, you are kind of free to loot the place a little more in depth and stuff. But the question is, would you first go help the dwarves with the ankegs, or are you just gonna let them kill each other as much as they can?
We can let them fight.
Hold on. Yeah, no, wait, hold on. Yeah, yes, let's let them fight. And
Because we
more
don't
than
like the
that.
dwarves, right? Question mark.
Well, the die is kind of being cast at this point.
We did kill the. Yeah. Well, sorry, she slipped onto your sword. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. No, we can let them fight.
I'm just saying, the entire hierarchy of power down here has been broken down because we killed it. I think we need to get over to those prisoners where all the little vampires are like, "Fuck this," and then suck them up and dip.
True. We should do that. We should get them to the castle, and then maybe we descend with our retinue on the remaining ankegs and dwarves.
There is absolutely no reason to deal with them right now either. Like, we could just okay, nice, see ya, and then just dip for a week, and then just come back and, they're busy mining and stuff. You just wipe out the ones that are on the surface, and what are they gonna do? Live underground?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, because we didn't think about this at all, the plan I just came up with right now is, we kill the supply train on the surface, and then while the dwarves are fighting underground with the ankegs, then we go down there and finish off whoever remains, whether or not the dwarves win. And then I wish that no magic of any kind could ever uncover the truth of what happened. And then it's just our mind, Maybe not no magic, no magic. Also, nobody can reason it out in their head either. But
you could basically say
that sounds like some Spider-Man No Way Home.
I was gonna say you erase the memory erase the memory of anyone involved except you guys. You direct the party members.
I wish nobody knew I was Spider-Man. Ah!
Honestly, except for TSM, and except for Helios, and except for
yeah. So I mean,
opens the rift or whatever the dome.
Yeah.
True.
Alright, so the plan is to go get the immediate plan is to go get the prisoners, bring them to the castle, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And then from there you can kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You guys will basically again, Bree has a kind of internal map of this place figured out pretty well. So Bree can kind of lead you guys through there. And on the way, there you will be attacked by a few of the weaker vampires who maybe not realizing that their leader is dead yet or whatever. They'll attack you, a couple groups of them, but we're not even going to go into those combats because a few normal vampires at this point is basically just like ants. You guys crush them. Yeah, you guys are totally fine. You kind of battle your way through, and then you get out into the main kind of tunnel system away from the kind of stronghold, and it's actually pretty empty. You don't really run into much more. You might run into a single ankeg that was returning to the nest to defend, but it basically sees you guys and runs away because it knows it can't defeat you guys on its own. And yeah, so in the distance you still hear kind of the sounds of combat going on between the dwarves and the ankegs, but you guys are able to quite easily reach the prisoner area. And you are lucky that you do when you do, because sure enough, with the kind of hierarchy disbanded, it seems like a couple vampires are literally down here and they're literally starting to suck dry a few of the prisoners, and basically killing these prisoners. When you guys arrive, these prisoners are like half dead. And luckily, neither of them are the kids' parents, by the way, just out of coincidence. But, but there's a couple that are like half dead, and the vampires, when they see you enter, stop what they're doing, and like literally hold up their hands and surrender. They're like,
ah, damn it. Okay,
we will leave. Just let us live. We won't cause any problems.
No, they're abominations.
And you just go, bang, yeah, and dispatch them.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, they honestly, one of them might lunge for like one of the prisoners to use as a hostage, but I imagine that like Talvo is so quick that he just like runs in there and just goes like knocks their like claw out of the way or whatever.
Okay.
Or Bree.
I had a separate plan.
Bree still has the T-Rex, so the T-Rex might just go like before they're able
might
to.
dissuade them.
Yeah. So in any case, yeah, you take out these vampires.
A question. If it ever comes up.
Big enough for the T-Rex, and we just have to leave it in the throne.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it probably would have had to be left behind at some point. So,
yeah. If a vampire another vampire's blood, does that harm it?
I don't think they bleed.
Don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna mass suggest them to suck on each other as a bit.
Well, they might take that the wrong way.
69ing vampires.
So true.
I'll save the spell slot.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys are able to rescue the prisoners, and like they're all like bewildered. All the prisoners are like basically, some of them have been here like years at this point. Like they've been down here literally years, and they're atrophied and everything. A couple of them collapse on the ground. The vampires did like take them for like walks basically occasionally, or like they had like an exercise chamber that they would put them in just so they, because they realized
they probably had them haul rocks and shit out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. They probably put them to work.
Yeah, they participated in exercise for the company.
Yeah, but
I know this. It won't heal. I guess long term.
Yeah,
damage,
like muscle damage.
Yeah, but it'll get them on their feet, I think.
And that definitely helps for the ones that have just had their blood sucked too. So, they will kind of like a few of them literally collapse on the ground and just start sobbing because they're like they can't believe that they've been freed. And the parents of Bo, the kid's parents, they have no idea like that you're there basically because of them. And so they just gotta like hug each other and stuff. And you guys tell them about Bo.
Yeah, hey, which one of you guys is Bo's parents?
Yeah.
They look over they're like,
your kid's annoying as fuck, man.
But he's alive?
Yeah, we got him.
We didn't kill him.
And they immediately burst into tears, and they both come up to you. Talvo literally hug you. They just come up and hug Talvo.
I am soaked in blood. My blood.
Well, true. So you can just like share. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, there are probably like other parents in here who are not Bo's.
Yeah, you can just traumatize them. So
yeah, well, I guess we can bring them to Pune, and then if one of them survived,
find your kid.
Survived. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, regardless, they all of them are grateful for being saved, and yeah. Luckily, at this point, Bree knows that the way up from here is presumably with the most of the vampires fighting the dwarves and the Ankegs there, fighting the dwarves, then Bree thinks that like the tunnels to get back out to the surface actually probably won't be that bad, like that busy. So you just kind of are you guys just gonna push to the surface then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It pretty much goes by without
I'd be
much
scouting it as we went anyway.
Yeah.
Like creeping along the ceiling or whatever.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it pretty much goes without incident. Like I said, there might be a few vampires, but actually at this point, the vampires, it seems like word has spread, or they've realized that, like their vampire queen is dead. And so, you do actually kind of, like, run into a couple in the tunnels, but they immediately just, like, run away, like, full speed. And it seems like most of the vampires are kind of, like, taking what they can and leaving this place. Well, yeah. You guys make it to the surface without any issue. And, yeah, you can actually see that it looks like a couple of the vampires tried to, basically try to, fly up in bat form. Well, not all the vampires can actually go into bat form, but, some of them can. And it seems like some of them tried to fly up to the castle to try to, sneak in there, but then the wards or whatever just burn them alive, burn them undead. And they just, and then they got shot down by your guys' crew. And so there's a few of the dead ones. Well, also, it's actually daytime. Well, it's evening now. So, they're probably, the ones that are trying to run up are, running through the trees, staying in shadow. And then, they'll run through the sun for a little bit, get burned a bit, and then hide under a rock and stuff. And your crew, when you guys get back up here, your crew in the castle are kind of jeering at them and being like, yeah, you run, and shooting arrows and occasionally actually hitting one of the running vampires and stuff. Your crew's kind of having to make it a game out of it. But yeah, I'm assuming you just bring the castle over, have them drop down the ladder, and probably have to carry up a few of the people, but you guys are strong enough that that's not an issue, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you get up to the castle, your crew gives a big cheer because they can see that you're all right. You guys are all right, and they can see that you have these freed prisoners. And of course, Beau's parents are looking around eagerly, and Beau is actually riding on top of small Riley's shoulders, and they're the height of one normal person now. And when Beau sees him, he jumps off and runs up to his parents and. It's a very, very cute moment as Beau is reunited with his parents.
We did it!
A thank you would be nice.
Beau, while he's getting hugged by both of them, looks up at you, Talvo, and just gives a thumbs up. He's like...
I wring my own blood out of my shirt.
And he goes eh. He's like, oh, that looks gross. But yeah. So, you guys make it back to the castle totally fine. And probably kind of chill for a little bit, I imagine, and kind of just watch the situation below.
How many of what percentage of the dwarves went down? You said there were 100 of them, right?
Yeah, probably at least 70 or so.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones up top, I guess, are not the warriors.
A few of them are for sure. You can tell that they left a few capable guards, but most of them are just miners and. Kind of a couple.
They brought kids?
No, dwarves who specialize in mining. And probably a couple of they're smiths and stuff, right? And the metal workers who were going, and the prospectors, right? That sort of thing, as well as cooks and a surgeon, right? Or barber or whatever. Stuff that a traveling company of adventuring company of this size would need. So
yeah.
Do we have an ally with an identify spell?
Yeah, Helios.
I think Helios has it.
Well, I mean, somebody who...
Oh, yeah, what's the thing do?
Yeah,
I already threw it at him, actually. He did it. In down there, the Ice Split Heart. I threw it at him, I said, think fast, and I threw it.
Yeah. Well, when Helios is back, he can tell you.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, regardless,
Hold on, wait, sorry. I had bagels in my hands. What are we doing?
Do you have a? You have
I have
identify,
a hard thing.
right?
Yeah. I identify.
So yeah, so the group wants you to identify the ice split, glowing.
Please.
I need a few more pleases.
Pretty please with Ice Split Heart on top.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm
just runs away with it.
Helios, I'm looking at 2 feats next level. One of them will help you out a lot, and one of them's selfish for me.
This is fine.
Alright, so you identify the Ice Split Heart.
I make it invisible. Oops, I lost it.
The Ice Split Heart, you discover, is just a... You learn a little bit about how it forms, actually. You learn that it wasn't created by a spell, which is one of the things Identify can tell you, but it was created by a confluence of, magical energy. So, similar to how the well springs work, right? Sometimes magical energy will just kind of like almost like knot up, like the flow of magical energy will like form a knot. It kind of.
You're telling me I'm holding a wild magic bomb right now.
And it will then like a lot of that energy, where that point is where it meets, will pour that magical energy out and in a concentrated spot. That's kind of how the well springs work. But in this case, it's not water in a spring that has been affected.
Wellspring.
But it is this chunk of ice split metal.
Instead of a potable. Interesting.
And
what do you do with it?
Well, so you also learn what it does. And, well, there's a couple things. You learn that, apparently, it is a insanely valuable crafting material. It can be used to craft, like, legendary, like, artifact-level weapons or armor.
Oh.
If you have the right smith, someone who has the right skill to do it. You need, like, a master smith to do it.
Stop pissing off dwarves, man.
I was saying, one of the people down there that were just probably incited violence against.
Yeah, that cleric you guys just killed was.
If I resurrect him, then.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. So then there is the. So, anyways, that's what it does if you use it as a crafting material. However, it actually also already does something, which is that it imbues someone who uses it with just a very strong protective field of magic. Which in functional terms means, first off, it requires attunement, so it would have to replace something. But it gives resistance to all damage types.
Wow.
But that's all it does in its unrefined form. So, which is very good, but obviously it doesn't have, like, the ability to cast spells like the helm or the crest do, right? It doesn't have other things. So
yeah, but half damage from everything is actually pretty wild.
It's fucking insane.
Keep in mind that doesn't stack, like, if you already have fire resistance,
yeah,
it wouldn't stack with
that. The Amulet of Health is a attunement, right?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
Damn.
We're all attunemented out. All of us.
Wait, is the cloak of protection also, or is that just like I wear that? I feel like that was just wearing.
Let's find out.
I hope it is.
It
does require attunement.
Uh-oh.
But it's only one AC,
plus
1 to your AC and saving throws, unless it was an upgraded one. I don't remember what you have.
Yeah, that's regular.
3 attunements?
Yeah, 3 attunement slots, yeah.
Unless for some reason.
I have 1 slot left.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a funny rock?
It'd be kind of sick to put it on Bree, because that half damage would also like have all of her concentrations too.
Yeah, that's true.
So you gain resistance to all damage types permanently while attuned to that. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Like as long as
Bree, you should take that.
Yeah, as long as you're attuned to it and have it on your person. I guess if someone steals
that
it
is
away,
insane.
Yeah, if someone steals it away, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
What is it called?
The Ice Blick Heart?
Yeah,
right?
the Ice Blick Heart. Yeah.
Does Bree test it out by jumping off the wall of the castle or something? Hey, it didn't hurt quite as much as it should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay. And we can do more with it too, so that's pretty crazy. Alrighty then.
Neat.
Well, guys, I think that we should go down there if we're gonna commit to the anti-dwarf route and set up a fortress here for our own Ice Blick mine. Then we should go down there and slaughter all the dwarves now, and then go down into the tunnels afterwards and clear them out completely.
I'm just curious, how many spell slots do you have left? Because you're talking mad shit for someone who does not have many spell slots. Really?
I can heat metal a bunch of times. That's about it.
Well, the dwarves are always wearing metal armor, pretty much.
That's fair.
They're all pretty much wearing medium and heavy armor, so.
I would not mind long rests.
Yeah, a lot of my damage spells I switched overnight because I knew we'd be fighting vampires. but they'd still do damage. It's just they're not like they don't have the extra effect. But yeah, I mean, we can do a short rest.
It's not my concern. Like,
yeah, I've got the spear. Where is it? Here and that. So that's 24. That's 27 damage. That's not terrible. It's not sneak attack damage, but
I have my I can't.
Before you guys make any decisions, while you're kind of like, I'm assuming you're gonna at least take like maybe an hour, like a short rest or whatever.
Yeah, if it's an hour, then we short rest.
Well, I'm just. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just wondering if you guys are planning on waiting that long.
I don't think that we should. I think if we're going to do it, we should, violence of action it. But it sounds like we don't really know. In which case, we might take time to deliberate and settle down. We'd also have to tell the rest of the crew to get on board with that. So maybe that would take an hour. In which case, I would just chill and short rest.
Okay.
Anyway, I talk a lot. What do you guys think?
I'm not going to be much help if we don't long rest. That's all I'll say.
A long rest is a lot different than a short rest.
Yeah. Doesn't one of us have a Pearl of Power? Someone does, I know.
I don't.
Use that to regain is it me? No, it's
probably
not me.
it's like a Adau thing. I don't know why it just does.
Yeah, it's true. It allows you to regain a spell slot up to level 3. Or I think it might be multiple spell slots up to level 3, but then it only recharges 3 charges every day. One of us has it, I know. So if we've lost it...
I definitely don't. I never had it.
Okay.
I forget that I was attuned to something, so it may...
Yeah, it also does. Which that could be done in an hour, and you'd get some back at the end of that, but... I haven't played... I don't know. This is the only D&D I play, and I remember somebody getting one, but I don't know. I might be stupid.
Too.
Yeah, I have
I know it wasn't me. It definitely wasn't me. So.
Okay, well then I'm gonna add it, and also, Helios, you want to use that?
Sure. Also, feel free to use an anti-inspiration against me, because I was attuned to 4 things unknowingly.
Bruh. What were you attuned to?
The helm,
and the
helm, and the amulet, and then I forgot the cloak was attunement, so I've had +1 AC. But I've also we've used the helm once for teleport, I think. So I keep that, but take off the cloak.
Okay.
Oops. Nah. Okay.
Let's see.
What should
as you guys are kind of it would definitely take at least 10 or 15 minutes just to get everyone up to the castle, the freed prisoners and stuff, and just organize, just check on everyone. By this point, you'd actually, one of your sentries would come up and sirs, there seems to be a dwarf down below the castle. They have an urgent message.
There's a lot of dwarves down there, dude.
Yeah, I will go personally.
Yeah.
Which is obviously.
I don't know why go up to the gatehouse, the wall, and just shout down to the dwarf. Yeah. Or you want to go down?
I jump down.
Okay.
Not jump down because, I don't have feather fall. But,
yeah. Slide down the rope ladder. Yeah. Like it's Dark Souls.
Exactly.
And yeah, you go up to them. Yeah, it's one of the dwarves from below, and they kind of are panning because they ran up the hill or whatever to get to where the castle was above, because they were down in the town below with their little camp, and they're like, our leader sends us a message
from Dupgard.
No, from down below in the caves. He says that they have been trapped. They're surrounded.
Are they fortified?
The Ankegs forced them into a corner, into a cavern off to the side, and they're holding on, but they're under attack.
Well, the dwarves you just dig out the other way. No.
And he says if you're able to go down there, they need the help.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. I'll let my party know right away. And I'm gonna.
And yeah, that dwarf goes back down to the little camp that the dwarves set up.
Okay. God, you're not gonna believe this.
What?
And who's winning? And my pancakes.
Yeah, the bugs are winning. They've got the dwarves surrounded. So,
what else?
I think I mean, it's not. We don't want the Yankegs to have control of all that stuff. So, I think we descend. It's like you said. It's 15 minutes later.
Yeah, not that long.
Okay, well, yeah. So we can either go down there and help the dwarves and then red wedding them, or we can not go down there and fight up here. Or we can do nothing and let them die, and then we will have to fight the dwarves down there because they'll know, hey, they didn't go help.
Yeah.
They were supposed to help. So, what do you guys think?
What if we go down and then just hide in the caves?
Well, that's what I mean. We don't actually have to go help
them. You didn't really have a chance to fully loot the caverns that the vampires were in.
That's true. We looted basically nothing.
You know how to motivate these guys better than I do. All you have to do is just suggest money. We already have a small country's worth economy of gold.
He's not for the money.
True, but what? And you know what? Every time I say I want to invest it, no. I wanted a mine, nah. I want to found a town, mm-mm. So what's that money good for anyway? But anyway, true, the golem, yeah. I feel like the clay golem is not worth 60,000. But regardless, what do we do? What do we do? Do we go or do we stay? That's the first question. Go back down?
I guess we go down, but then once we're in the cave, it's kind of like, do we help them or do we just kind of oops, we got lost,
Yeah, we can decide on the way there.
Can we go but take our time?
Yeah, let's let me go down there, short rest. Okay, well, it sounds like we want to go down there, right? Unless Bree disagrees. No? Disagreement?
No.
Alright. Swag.
Okay.
And we go.
Alright, so you're going, but you're going to take your time?
We're going to take our time once we're in the caves.
Yeah.
Because, we don't know where they went.
Okay.
We're going to search every corner.
Yeah, they could. The dwarves are small. They could be anywhere.
Yeah. We are also.
All he told us is they were stuck down there, not where.
Oh wait, you know what though? Hold on, Rockhill and Fayer are with them, so we might want to hurry it up.
Right.
That is true. I forgot about that too, actually.
Yeah, but okay. So in this case, we're gonna. I think we should go in there with. Shouldn't have. Oh, really?
Doesn't Rockhill have a sending stone?
No, just shots and meat. I think.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had 1,000 fucking.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
That's it. Next time we go back to town, I'm buying everyone's cell phones. I'm sick of this shit.
I was gonna say though that honestly, Rockhill might know Dimension Door, so if you could send him a message to get out of there.
True. It would take me an hour to reattune to the crystal ball.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
But we could scry him normally, I think. Oh no, because Helios doesn't have the high level slot. Okay, so never mind. But if I get him in sight, I can just telepathically say, "Hey yo, get out!" Grab Fayer and teleport to your right. But I think we should go down there, and we should also bring all of the acolytes and perhaps a contingent of our normal fighters. Look like we'll actually go in there with with the competent fighters and look like we're going in there with competent fighters,
Okay.
So I'll drum up some of our, most well-equipped guys because I know that was what I bought that steel for. Okay. And I know we have at least several +1 or +2 weapons from our fights over the months. Yeah, we have 2 +1 maces and a +2 great axe that we looted. So we get the best weapons and armor and shit and put it on our guys.
Alright, yeah.
And then go.
Sounds good. You take a good, probably a couple dozen of your dudes overall. And, you're certainly able to, oh, that's funny, Rich, huh? Okay, yeah. So you're gonna make a mammoth? You're gonna ride a mammoth into the tunnels? Yeah, you probably have to wait. Well, you probably have to wait till you're a little ways in where the tunnels widen up a bit.
That's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, the T-Rex, I didn't realize that we didn't check about the casting time.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's good for the future though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you guys would go down into the tunnels with a good group now. And then just kind of leisurely stroll along, Bree riding on top of a mammoth. Yeah, or you just, but now that you know that your allies are actually, like you said, you're not going to go that slowly, right?
So now that we're reminded of this might be more of a rescue mission for our guys then.
Yeah, it is, pretty much.
Okay.
I also know dimension door, so like whatever was like original, like, if we gotta dip out of there.
Okay. Yeah, like you already have dimension door?
Yeah, I was like 2 fireball beads left, just kind of hanging them.
Okay. And as you guys do get down there, you start to hear the sounds of combat again, and you kind of you get like roughly in the vicinity. Bree knows roughly where the Ancakes are concentrated at, and you actually don't see any, and you don't see any vampires on the way either. It seems like the vampires have like pretty much cleared out, or are at least not in this part of the tunnel system anymore. The remaining ones. And you kind of start getting into an area where you can even like feel the ground shaking occasionally when the Ancakes, some of the Ancakes are pretty damn big, like 15 feet tall, as they're smashing around. And you hear dwarven war cries and stuff, so.
Never mind. I lied.
The what?
Nope. Keep going.
And so what's the plan once you get in this area? You can hear fighting going on ahead.
I think we should let me go ahead and get eyes on the situation, probably.
Okay. Yeah. The caverns in this area are actually tall enough where you could be on the ceiling and probably be out of the reach of most of the Ancakes. The exception being like the bigger ones.
Well, I also can't roll less than 20 on stealth.
Okay,
so...
yeah. Okay. So then the rest of the group would pause while Talvo goes ahead, it sounds. Seems fair. Okay, yeah, I'm not even going to make you roll stealth then, because your passive stealth score is higher than any of these Ancakes would reasonably see. Unless they know to look for you, which they don't. So you basically start crawling on the wall or the ceiling above them, and as you go around a couple of these tunnels, around a couple bends, you do come across carnage, the scene of what looks to be the main battle that the dwarves had with the Ancakes. There's dismembered Ancake corpses with all the insect chitin everywhere and insect blood, pieces of shell just scattered around, but also quite a few dwarven corpses. There's even a couple dwarves who are dying but not dead, and you even see one of them is getting feasted on by a baby Ancake, it's eating on them while they're still alive.
Oh yeah, teach them how to hunt, yeah.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah. And then up ahead,
you could probably, help him out.
Probably
from
good.
stealth.
I'm gonna keep going though.
Okay, all right.
So Talvo keeps going along the ceiling, and now you kind of see the battle raging on up ahead still. And
if that dwarf could cast haste on me, I'd be a lot more inclined to help him. But Rakil's the one who does that.
Yeah.
So.
So as you move on ahead, you see that up ahead there is actually, you see where it is that they have set up their choke point. What it looks like happened is that the dwarves that were forced out of this area because they were just overwhelmed by numbers, all these Ancakes, into this tiny little side cavern. And the side cavern is a small enough tunnel entrance that the Ancakes can't really make it in, and the Ancakes are clearly trying to basically widen it up, right? They're burrowing, but the dwarves, it seems like this was one of the areas that the vampires had mined out a good bit, and so the dwarves happen to have, it looks like these carts and mining gear and stuff, and just wooden struts for putting in supports and everything. And the dwarves have just barricaded. It looks like they just overturned a cart or two. They basically made a little barricade in the entrance to the side cavern. And then whenever they can see the Ankegs trying to like burrow and widen up the hole, then you do see like crossbow bolts flying out at them and stuff. But there's like a whole swarm of Ankegs here, at least 20. 2 of which are like the big ones that are like 15 feet tall. And and they're all like kind of like, you know, skittering around and like trying to find ways in, trying to start burrowing. But, you know, burrowing in like hard rock does take them a while. So the dwarves have time, it looks like.
Does it? Because I'm pretty sure a couple combats ago, one of them went 20 feet through a wall
in 6 seconds.
In 6 seconds. But yeah, so I imagine I probably can't get close enough to tell if like Feor or Akil are in there with them. Probably be too busy and cramped.
It's only 4 miles an hour though. It's not too fast.
There is like a gap at the top of like their barricade. It's not big enough for like. You know, one of the Ankegs could fit through, but a human could probably crawl through it. And you might be able to, like, see through it, but...
Well, I assume I didn't see either of their corpses on the way here.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll go back and be like, yeah, we should probably go help these guys. They're fucked.
Okay. Let's get closer. Let's go and like to past the carnage.
And on the way back, since I know it was clear, I wouldn't sneak back and I would step on the baby Ankeg to stop him from eating the half-dead dwarf.
Well, how big is the baby Ankeg? You have to like...
It's probably like the size of like a Labrador Retriever.
Does 23 hit the Labrador Retriever?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, so as you guys approach... Is the plan
you know what? I had advantage on that roll.
Oh, God.
Is the plan going to be to engage with, like, all of your troops as well? Or are you just going to, like, the 4 of you walk in there?
I think that we set up a little spot, like, between the previous battle scene and where the Ankegs are currently.
Okay.
And we have a few people, we alternate people going up to scout. Or maybe if Talvo can just do it, I guess, if I heal you right now, and then we short rest.
I mean...
Like, because we know they're not going to get in, and if they are going to get in, then we stop resting and we go in, and nothing changes.
You just want me to, like, instead of watching the camp, watch...
Okay, watch to make sure that they don't get, overrun.
Okay, no, we actually have to go now, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. It sounds... Yeah. So you're basically going to set up
a minute.
You basically just, like, set up a little camp. You got a little, like, fire. You got a little kettle of tea going for everyone as they're waiting. Meanwhile, like, around 2 corners, there's, like, the dwarves like, hold the line! And, like, it's like a fucking Moria when they're in the little room.
Meanwhile, Talvo is just sitting undetected, cross-legged on the ceiling, just, like, munching on a sandwich.
Just making sure none of the dwarves are dying.
Yeah.
The Ankegs aren't getting through.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, that seems fair. And as you guys do this, like, Talvo's just watching. Like, Talvo, you're like, man, this is good entertainment, honestly. It's like at one point, one of the Ankegs that's actually a little bit smaller, like, it's a little younger. It's not like a baby one like the other one, but younger. It actually is just, like, kind of half squeezed through the gap. But then you hear just, like, and, like, you hear it basically getting its head bashed in by, like, 5 dwarven warhammers at once. And you're like, oh, man, the dwarves actually got...
Yeah, oh, man, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a shopper buying a sandwich.
But then, and so you're like, oh, shit, okay, like, the dwarves actually are pretty competent. But then at another point, a dwarf, like, pops up to take a crossbow bolt, and one of the Ankegs was, like, waiting with their pincers, and just goes, and, like, yanks the dwarf out, and the dwarf is gone within, like, a split second, just completely eviscerated.
It's like a Scooby-Doo door, like it's like a bunch of cabins in this hallway, and you just see like a hand fly out, now it goes back.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so
Deep Rock Galactic prequel down here, man.
Yeah. So you just
so
like
true.
You just see all this shit and you're like, oh man, like do you just watch it all, just take it in? And...
Yeah, man, Netflix is expensive.
I don't know, man. I guess I could take a couple crossbow bolts. Or a couple shots while I don't think anybody's gonna see me do it.
Yeah, you can definitely take a couple when like there's a little more fighting going on. At one point, there is actually a fireball that erupts in the middle of the Ankegs, and you're like, okay, that was definitely Rockheal. Like,
yeah, Rockheal's still there. Okay,
yeah,
good.
so you're like, okay, he probably just poked up through the gap for a second and then did that. So that gives you confidence in that he's probably fine. And at this point, actually, literally as the group has been there for like about an hour doing their short rest. Yeah, bless you. As the group is about to like basically finish up their rest, like they're packing up the little tea kit and everything, then Talvo, you notice actually something. That there's been a bit of quiet for a couple minutes from the dwarven side. And then you realize why. Because all of a sudden, there is a big boom that the rest of the group, a little ways away further down the tunnels, would hear. A big boom, and you realize what just happened. Like, it takes... Like, you're like, oh, shit. Because what the dwarves just did is either Rockheal or someone else in their group just did a shockwave spell, or whatever it's called. Whatever the ones were...
Thunderwave?
Yeah, Thunderwave. And they basically just, like... Thunderwave the carts that were their barricade outwards into the Ankeg, like splintering into bits, and massive chunks of wood just like going splinters into the Ankegs. And the dwarves are just running out, and you realize they're just giving it a full charge. Ah! Like all the dwarves are just running out. You see Rockheal and Faye are like towards the back of the group because Rockheal, has range. And they're just running out and just go, ah! And it's just turning into a bloodbath.
I imagine we hear this.
Yeah, you do hear. Yeah. You hear the explosion followed by like the heightened sounds of combat.
Yeah, so and then I would yell back. I would yell back something like, "It's party time."
Oh, right.
Hell yeah! Short rest.
Well, then I'm gonna click the thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, it didn't.
So how does short rest work again?
You just get to use hit dice. To heal.
It didn't work. So I'm gonna use. What is that?
Yeah, you can just use the hit dice to heal up. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm mathing. Okay, I need 40 for it. Okay, 15.
So 1, 2,
okay.
3, 4.
Let me know when you're done so we don't overlap. Yeah.
How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 6.
I'm gonna also roll 2 more. 2D.
Oh, I love this last one crit when I needed literally 1 health. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
I feel like I get something on a.
Oh!
I don't know what it is. Yeah,
I clicked too many times. I wanted to do 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I definitely don't need all that. Let's see. How do you math?
Just do / roll and then add. You don't need to do a D.
Yeah, we short rested. Short rest. Britsha, yeah. Bree would be able to short rest.
Okay. Can I undo the last one because I didn't want to do it?
Yeah, it's
or do I have to take it? Okay. No, I did a 51, which I think is just full for me. Yeah. Yippee.
What's the amount of how much HP we get back?
The what?
Huh?
Is the amount of HP we get back?
Yeah, and you just have as many hit dice as...
The total, yeah.
16 points back.
You should have like 15 hit dice to start, and then, you can use as many as you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good roll.
Damn.
Yeah. So, regardless, while you guys are adding up your HP, Talvo basically yells back like it's time, and then the group is able to rush forward. And the thing is, even with that, you're like 30 seconds away. Basically, like you were pretty close. You guys were pretty close.
Throwing giants running.
But by the time you're rounding the corner, and Talvo, you like kind of like are getting ready to like go in there if you need to. The battle's like kind of almost halfway, more than halfway over. As basically the dwarves just apparently decided it was going to be a good idea to YOLO charge. And to be fair, the Ankegs are getting fucking like just Warhammer after Warhammer smashing through their shells. But they are also going and just like slicing and dicing up the dwarves. By the time you guys get there, like both sides are basically already like halfway defeated.
Shit.
I say telepathically to Rockheal and Fayor, back up. Go back in the tunnel.
Okay, yeah. The rest of your guys that you brought with you, you're like people from the castle, form like a barrier in front of you. I'm assuming, like, and then you're just gonna like they basically are waiting for the order to charge. But it sounds like you're playing something else. Talvo is still on the ceiling watching. Rocky and Faye like look at each other and then give you guys a nod from his way and run back into like the little side cavern. And
Helios.
Then one of the dwarves, as they're in the middle comment, looks over and sees you and says, "Come on then! Help us!"
What am I doing?
You throw the funny ball. I cast Dawn.
Okay, I throw a fireball bead.
Okay. And
I just
so
I'm like, alright.
like I imagine that as Helios chucks the bead, at the exact moment the dawn light just goes and like blinds half the dwarves, so they can't even like see what's happening. The Ankegs and the dwarves, many of them getting blinded by the light and fucking radiant, damage, shredding them. Oh, okay, that's not the one that blinds, but yeah, either way, it it probably
is
does.
bright. I guess.
Yeah, it's like
that's just like
it is bright. Oh yeah, bright sunlight. So yeah.
So yeah,
if you've been down in the cave for like 2 hours, that's gonna fucking
exactly.
Yeah, sunlight sickness.
And so
I want Elden Ring.
Both the Ankegs and the dwarves are kind of like in the middle of fighting, but then they're also all like and the Ankegs like screeching in the sunlight because there's a lot of them, at least if not all of them, are vampires too. And then the explosion goes off, boom, and just envelops like a huge chunk of them. And at this point, like, you guys kind of like are all shielding your eyes too, because you've been in the cave for an hour now, over an hour. And then you like look up and you see, like, you look under your shielded eyes, and you see that like that pretty much killed at least like a dozen dwarves and like at least 6 or 7 of these Ankegs combined. And so much so that there's no point of even doing a combat, because both of these sides, the Ankegs, after like as you kind of keep shining light, because it's a whole minute, the Ankegs immediately start retreating. And like scurrying off down side tunnels. A couple of them kind of like come scurrying towards you guys, basically trying to get through you guys. But your men, like your wall of men, basically just starts like flinging javelins and shooting arrows. And then if they get close enough, pikes or whatever. And yeah, none of them, you don't have any issue at all. The Ankegs, a few of them kind of scurrying away down other side tunnels, but then a few more dying. And yeah, all in all, the Ankegs are defeated. Quite a few lying there dead, and the dwarves, it seems like most of their group is dead or very wounded. Is the
leader still alive?
There's about like 15 that look like they're still in fighting shape, and the leader, what was the leader's name? I don't remember.
I have it somewhere. I swear.
Is it Fulgar? Yeah, Fulgar.
Am I stupid? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So Fulgar is standing there, and it seems like he doesn't even realize what happened, as a lot of his men are lying there dead around him. But then, as you guys kind of like finish up the Ankegs that are scurrying away, you probably start like walking forward, and he kind of like stands up. He had been like on the ground shielding his eyes from the dawn light, and he stands up and he looks and he's like, "Did you kill my men?"
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
And he's enraged.
So I brought down. I know 2 of them. I think have already used their level 1 spell because they cured Talvo's wounds. But the other 8, I would like to use their guiding bolt on him.
Each of those goes like, yeah, that works. Honestly, you don't even have to make a roll or anything. As 8 of Adau's acolytes all just like hold up like each of their like holy symbols or like shields or whatever they have. They probably each have a shield model after the crest, like as like a
That's something I would do.
Yeah, like the same design, just very clearly like an inferior normal version, right? But in that style. And they each have like hold up their hands like with whatever other like gestures, and you guys just see bolts of energy just go. It really is like an Order 66 moment, like like a bunch of stormtroopers just blaster bolts. Yeah, and the dwarf just goes, and he was already hurt. He was in fighting shape, but he was hurt, and he just goes, and just collapses down dead.
Swag. I think it's time we give the order to kill them all.
Yeah,
you just Order 66, so you might as well follow through. Yeah.
It takes the rest of the dozen or so dwarves to like a second, but they look at each other, and they all just like and just start charging like in like full battle rage.
I'll drop down from the ceiling and attack them.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. I don't want any of our.
In fact, maybe I would just wait for the entire group to like run past me and I drop behind them, and they're all like focused on the big wall of guiding bolts. I'm like, hope.
Yeah, and at this point, like again, this is not even worth doing a combat out of because they are a couple of them are probably like 5th level fighters. Maybe one of them is like a 5th level paladin, but that's it. And like. With the rest of your guys supporting from afar with range or whatever, you guys just, like, wade through them. Bree also has a mammoth, by the way. Or would the mammoth still be here? Either way, yeah. Bree would have something, like, yeah. So, like, probably that could tank a lot of the hits, and in the end, like, a couple might surrender in the end, but they would all, yeah.
It's a shame we had to get Rakio and Bayor out, because I had this really funny idea where we just send the mammoth down and then just let it die, and they have this big mammoth plugging up a tunnel, and they can't get out.
Well, they disappear when he summons them. They disappear when they die, yeah.
Well, we just heal it continuously. Just have it wedged in.
True, but for an hour. They'll starve to death in the hour.
No, yeah, so you pretty much mop up the rest of the dwarves here, and a couple would surrender when they realize it's hopeless, but do you take prisoners or do you kill them?
We take prisoners, I think. This was maybe an act of war against the nation, but that doesn't mean we can't be humane now.
Yeah. Yep.
So, they're adventurers. They understand the grind. Also, these guys definitely would have done the same to us. Because they did twice.
Yeah, that's fair.
But anyway, not these guys, but the same family.
Town. So we're not really.
That was after they betrayed us. We forget that crucial fact.
That is true.
But
so now we're even.
Yeah, I guess now we're even. All the civilians, they didn't
hit
deserve.
First, it's not our fault. We hit harder.
Mm-hmm.
True. That's true. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're the first to hit, as long as you're the last.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we need to head back to the surface, and I think we should. Yeah, I guess we should once we get up there, because it's mostly workers. There are the few warriors, but we should, instead of slaughtering them, I think it might be a good idea to take them prisoner or return them to Duke Guard or wherever they're going. I guess Gamba Guard is now back up and running.
Yeah, and send all Duke right after us.
True. There's also this city, which is closer than the other ones. This mountain home.
Yeah, that one. I don't have a name for that one, but that one would actually be from a different kingdom.
Oh, so it's not united? Oh, that's way better for us.
Not all the. No, it's like it's that Duke Guard is the capital of like a big dwarven kingdom that includes all the nearby mountains up to basically Rolager. Rolager is like that's why they kind of. That's why this party is kind of like going up into the frontier of their land, right? They weren't really in their core territory anymore.
So can we get like one of these, like you have with Korbach, for them?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
I like the line on map.
Yeah. Let me draw that.
Do you like all these?
Yeah. Okay. So here we have this one and this one that kind of extends up like this.
True. Oh yeah, is this a human like a valley city or is this dwarven?
That would be it's probably actually a bit of column A, a bit of column B.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's probably actually it's probably a human city-state, but it's probably a tributary of the dwarves.
Okay.
Because recently the dwarves here, so their green is the actual.
A cool hat.
Yeah, the dwarven realm here of Dupegard, like Dupegard is the capital. It definitely it stretches out. Like probably some of the nearby human settlements are kind of like tributary states of theirs at this point. Like they're pretty powerful, but it doesn't extend up here. These are dwarven, another dwarven kingdom rather.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, is this house meant to be Rolagor now? Because I drew the house, but it's not like real.
This one.
Yeah, the one above the one I drew.
No, I think that's just a dwarven town that I had before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, wait. Maybe... let me delete this. Okay.
Maybe we should go up.
No, I was gonna say now we should put some other icon here because we're gonna found a mining town, right? That's the whole reason we did this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when we go back up, we should just ask any of those miners if they want a new job.
Yeah, a new job. Yeah,
we probably pay better.
We pay better. They'll be unionized, of course. A mining union. Mining's a dangerous job. My clerics will heal you if you get hurt and revive you if you die of carbon monoxide poisoning in the mine. You know, for a fee. We pay in script. No. But okay, just want to make sure cause this is now an investment that we will probably have to defend. You know, not just from raiders, but from the house of that we just pissed off.
You've introduced Radiant quests into the fucking D&D.
There's a settlement that needs your help. I'll mark it on your map. It's right there. Yeah. It's the same one every time.
So regardless, before we get to that point, are you gonna go through the vampire hold and loot it more?
Oh, and loot everything? Yeah.
Okay.
We're also gonna make sure we got everything. Well, we're gonna close bat tunnels, kill any remaining vampires, etc.
There is one thing, which is that Rocky and Faye would be able to tell you because they were with the dwarves. They would tell you
the queen.
They were yeah, we went down and we got attacked around here. We went a little further than this before, and then we got pushed back by them. But we made it to the queen, and we saw her, and then we were swarmed. The queen's alive.
These motherfuckers had one goddamn job.
Right.
Oh
maybe we should have.
God.
I kind of suspected this, but maybe we should have gone with the dwarves to the queen and then let the queen mop them up. It's okay though. It's okay. We can do that.
Rockhill and Fayer would say they would tell you, the queen looks like she's gonna be pretty dangerous, but at the same time, they didn't really seem to get super aggressive until we were on them,
As long as we're far away, we're good.
Yeah. Well, that's probably I'm probably guarding the ice blick, not intentionally, but by happenstance, I would guess. We can search though. We'll search around the vampire section of the tunnels,
okay.
Where they kept their loot, and see if they actually mined any ice blick. You said, you said there were some rocks on the ground near Valeria's.
Yeah, there was. There was a crude. It's not even in ingot form yet, right? It's just in crude rock form. There was ice blick vein mined out stuff, and yeah. All right, so it sounds like maybe it sounds like you guys are gonna take a break and then maybe think about how to deal with the Ankegs then. And then
we could always have Helios try to communicate with, or Bree and Helios, because they both have the different abilities.
I can't talk back to me.
But Bree can.
Yeah.
And we know it's possible to negotiate with, creatures like this because Zilks did it with the deep one.
Here's a really weird plan. So I'm reading this Dawn spell, right? You just keep using your bonus action, you can just keep that up forever.
Not forever.
Oh, up to 1 minute. Up to 1 minute.
Yeah,
okay,
up to a minute.
Imagine I just sneak into the chamber and tell you where to move that thing to, and then you just use the Dawn.
You literally just taking a fucking magnifying glass in the sun and just being like, over here.
Yeah, I can do the same thing with Sunbeam. Sunbeam has the same feature where you do another beam of light on your turn as a bonus action.
But you'd have to be.
No, that's as an action.
You have to be within range though, which is 60 feet. So it's like.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So it sounds like okay. So the plan, it sounds like, is loot the rest of the place, then go up and basically give the dwarves up top an ultimatum.
No,
Yeah.
I think you gave us like totally believable story. Holy shit, guys! The Ant Queen wiped everybody out.
Yeah, but you have two of them
We're
as
gonna have to go-
captives
we're
already.
gonna
We do have to. Yeah,
we have prisoners.
Yeah, if we could either kill them, and then I wish that this information never comes out, which would probably make some wizards suspicious, but they wouldn't be powerful enough to do anything about it, so get fucked. Or we just come out right and say this, this is an open act or declaration that this is our territory and you're not expanding into it. Which I think is not bad, that's happened forever throughout history. It's bad,
okay.
but by modern standards.
And this is gonna be here in their backyard, and they're just gonna take it.
Well, yeah, but we're going to prevent that.
We have 6 exits and entrances. We don't have to leave. We don't
That's
have to
true.
come out in front of the doors. We
Yeah.
just leave somewhere else.
That actually is true. You could leave and then have the castle come pick you up somewhere else, and then just like.
Well, they get a little suspicious if the castle just leaves.
I mean, what
Well, I guess. We can make it so they can't see it. That's true.
They also don't really have they don't have any ways of flying up there. At least not for all of them.
They're just gonna start really slowly moving away. They're gonna try to catch it, and they just can't do it.
Yeah, that's a good point. From below, you just can't see it at all.
Yeah.
So that's a good point.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but then how do we interact with them later if we still have the prisoners?
Well, I think we should just. I think we should just declare this is our line. Get bent. And then maybe they send an army. I don't know why they would send an entire army, but if they send a whole army, then we'll just leave. Well, then we'll bring some of the Ice Blink with us. But if they don't, we have several hundred people who obey our commands, and some of them are pretty powerful.
And that's the thing too, is if they send an army, then we'll just go back to where the army came from. No matter what happens, we as the castle can move faster than the entire fucking army, and we can carry an army on the castle.
Yeah, they're not. They are. I'd imagine. I mean, they're walking in a mountain range, and this is like the not Appalachians. So it's not like they're walking in the Alps, but it's still not hospitable to an army.
Is on the map.
Yeah, so armies move slow. They're definitely not Roman disciplined here, and it's mountains. So I think we could definitely have advance warning. And we move faster than they do. Plus, I think we could defend it, to be honest. I mean, we'd have to... Right now, while we're setting up, is when it's the most vulnerable. But luckily for us, we have a lot of magic at our disposal. I think if we stay... maybe not stay here, but stay around here while we speed run, putting up a palisade and watchtowers and stuff, we might be able to... Also, there's the fact that the dwarves have no idea this has happened and won't for several weeks.
I was gonna say. Yeah, and then in that time, what if we went purple worm hunting?
Well, there are purple worms throughout mountainous terrain. They're not that common, but they're not.
But what if we just go chaos another one? And if if they show up is our mind hey, you guys remember the purple worm? You really want to fuck around and find out?
Dude,
again?
Hold up. So you know how TNT mining is a thing in Minecraft, right? Well, purple worms don't eat the rock that they burrow through, do they? They don't digest it, so purple worm mining.
Most of it passes through them, yeah.
Purple worm mining. We just Arrakis the place. They chew up and churn up the ice blick, bring it to the surface.
and then we have extremely fertile farmland to plant all our crops on.
I unironically think I'm a genius for that one. That is going to revolutionize the mining industry.
Before we get to that,
good talk.
The thing is, you can only do it for a month at a time.
No.
Find another one.
Not at 8th level. At 8th level, if you cast Gios, it is a year. And if you cast it at 9th level, its spell lasts until it is ended by remove curse, greater restoration, or wish. So, I mean, that's like slavery, and we don't do that. But, you know, like, hypothetically, if you could get one willing.
I'm gonna draw a weird line in the sand. I think we don't do it to sapient creatures. I don't know about the purple worm. It's just a dumbass worm, dude.
That, I mean, that's
don't speak about what's his name. I forget his name.
Morally, like you know, maybe not Adau. Adau doesn't believe this necessarily, but I think having pets and shit is also bad. And that's not like keeping a sapient creature, but it's, you know, not good. I feel
Are you
like
a vegetarian? Are you a vegan? Are you a vegan?
I'm not a vegan, but that's because I'm a hypocrite.
So before we get to all these plans, let's go over what you guys find when you go back through. Like on the way up, you're basically going to go pass through the. You're going to pass through the vampire area again, and when you do notice that because you didn't loot it before, a lot of the stuff has just been grabbed by vampires, like just the weapons and shit, like the easy to grab stuff. However, you do like kind of take a quick little inventory. You know, you'll send a whole group back down to get a lot of the heavier stuff later. Like there are just a couple carts full of unrefined like ice split. So like you're already like, oh, that's pretty good. Again, a lot of like the weapons and armor and like the kind of jewelry and valuables that have been taken from passersby. A lot of that was taken by the vampires who ran. Like, but
how many carts? How many carts?
Just like 2, but they're pretty full. Okay. Like they're pretty big carts full of like chunks of metal with ice, like rich veins. And there are a couple other things you notice are like fine here. Now that you're able to kind of like look a little further and kind of like just scope out the side tunnels a little more and stuff, you do find some stuff. For one, you have
let me write that down. Stuff.
For one, you do have the giant warhammer that the big giant fire giant vampire used. That's a +2 warhammer, by the way.
Oh shit!
It's a giant.
We have 2 of those now.
It's a giant size +2 warhammer. So, none of you guys
definitely can't win over that.
Actually, a Adau with the belt on can probably lift it up, but not very effectively because it's so bulky. Yeah. So,
what about Cog?
You
said he's like medium sized, but he's like 7 feet tall. You said, right?
Yeah, like he might be able to like drag it around, but he's not gonna be able to lift it up. So
fair. Big Riley's.
So you do have that. That's like a kind of an oddity, but it's definitely worth a lot. And then let me get my Dungeon Master to find it, and we'll roll some loot tables.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Here it is. These are all my fucking shit. Okay. Let's roll some loot tables to get some other loot. Oh, actually, first let me describe where you find the rest of this loot specifically. The rest of this loot is... well, okay. When you're kind of going through the side tunnels, you come across an iron door. And it's locked and everything, and it looks like a couple of the vampires, when they were trying to loot the place for themselves, a couple of the vampires actually tried to get in here, but it was a very shoddy job of lockpicking it that they did. You can tell they're like, Talvo, you're looking at this and you're like, this is amateur work. Mm-hmm. Whereas Talvo, you look at it and you're like, okay, I could probably break this lock pretty easily.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to roll...
this would be funny.
With a dex base roll. Yeah, and 20 is like even for you. That's that's an average roll, but it's already enough.
No, it's literally the worst I can do except for proficiency.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you are able to. Yeah, you're able to break through. It looks like it was mainly guarded just so that any vampires who got too curious about what was in here wouldn't be able to get in here. Like, it wasn't really meant to deter, like, any outsiders, because Valeria was not expecting outsiders to make it this far.
No.
And when you open this up, what you see before you is, like, basically a full-on laboratory. Where it looks like Valeria was using magics to do stuff. In the combat against you guys, she didn't even really have a chance to cast spells, but she is actually she was a caster. She was a magician. She had like some wizardry knowledge. And there's like vials of shit everywhere. There's like an enchantment table. There's also over to a side a large like tarp covering something. We'll get to that in a second. But
how many bookshelves are on the enchanting table?
Yeah, so at least 15.
How many bookshelves are around the enchanting table?
Yeah, true. Are we gonna get sharpness 5? Okay.
I got the string.
No,
I'm only level 15. That's not enough.
All right, so
who's got the weapons?
And at this point, let's roll some loot for what you guys find in here. There's gonna be all sorts of assorted things. So why don't we have who got the killing blow on Valeria?
Talvo did.
I got the like corporeal killing blow, but then
the
sunlight boiled her away.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
it was mostly the sunlight, but it was Talvo.
The covenant and her.
We'll have you do. So TSM, why don't you
the sunlight also hit me?
Why don't you roll the D100 roll, TSM? So that determines the rest.
Oh my god!
High roll is better. Oh baby.
96 magical items.
Okay.
Let's go.
First off,
they're all legendary.
First off, I want Britsha. Why don't you roll? Hold on, I'll just type it in, and you can just copy it. 5D600, and then just do /roll that. So this is. What you find here is that Valeria had her own like secret stash of
You find that amount of platinum.
Yeah, exactly.
14 sextillion platinum.
That's a lot. This is actually platinum, by the way. You find 1,700 platinum, which is like the equivalent of 17,000 gold.
Yeah,
so,
nice.
I guess it's not a ton compared to what you guys have, but it's a decent chunk. It's just like basically she just had a small chest full of platinum shit. So, yeah.
So you find an elk.
Yeah. Well, no, so yeah, you get a good chunk of platinum. However, then we roll magic items, and you guys actually rolled the very best table.
Ooh.
And you're gonna get 2 rolls on this, which kind of scares me. This could be insane. Oh my god, I didn't even notice what this had. No, wait, hold on. Is it 2 rolls? Let me double check this. Because I'm looking at it, there's no way. Where is it? Okay, no, only once. Sorry, roll once on this table. Actually, here, you know what? Helios, roll a D100. If you get 69 or higher, then you get 2 rolls.
You can do this. It's just like a prismatic spray.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, you're only gonna get 1 roll. And Duncan, I'll let you do this.
I'll inspire myself to do it again.
Sure, if you want to use, if you want to use an actual inspiration, not bardic inspiration.
Damn it! I haven't gotten actual inspiration in like months. I gotta beat you at Peggle again or something, or something.
If you play Sekiro tonight, I'll give you inspiration.
I literally cannot because of my job.
Okay.
Hey, can I have it because I played Dark Souls? I've never played Dark Souls.
I'll give you inspiration. Yeah, you can have inspiration.
Yes. Okay.
You fool! He never told you how long you had to play. You just gotta go live, look at the fucking title screen, and end stream.
No, I have like 50 hours in it now.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Sekiro.
So. Okay. So. Yeah, you can have inspiration. Do you want to use it for that though?
No.
Okay. Duncan, you're gonna roll the item you guys get then. The one item from the most powerful table here. Roll a D100.
Nice. Is higher better on this, or is it just random?
Higher is mostly better in this, yeah.
Okay, well then let me do that again.
What if
Are you kidding me? Well, that's my inspiration for 24 extra.
It actually, Okay, hold on, give me a second here. Oh, fuck, no, this is so bad for me. Oh no, man! No!
Karen necklace of fireball beads.
Oh my god! Holy fuck! Okay, I need you to roll me a D4, Duncan.
I get 4 wishes.
What is the avatar cycle? What does it start with?
Cycle?
Air, water, earth, fire. What is
Air,
water,
earth, fire.
Hold on.
What's the order in the show? He starts with air, obviously, and then he does water, and then he does earth, and then he does fire.
Hold on.
Fuck, okay.
Water, earth, fire, air.
Water, earth, fire, air?
Yeah, air's the last one.
Okay.
He shows Aang, and he goes...
Okay, that works. You find a ring with the elemental symbol of air on it.
A fart.
Yeah, it's so true.
And you're not going to learn more unless you identify it or attune to it and use it.
Cringe. Hey, Helios, you have a level 1 spell?
Yep.
Hey, Helios, you want to identify my ring? It's not mine, but the ring we just found?
Okay, I was gonna say, let's see whose ring it is.
Yeah, stay mad. Anyway.
Did you see it?
Wait, why does the
Bitch died earlier!
the fart actually play? The fart needs open.
Slowly creeps
Well, they're open right now. Why the fart? They've been open this whole time. No!
Holy shit!
Okay, I turned it off.
What do you
Hey, you got a fart that I really slower with the one that you did. Bruh. Okay.
I think it happened.
So
anyway,
so
that's great.
Helios, you identify this this ring that you were given. It is a ring of genie summoning.
Huh.
Specifically,
Shit.
specifically an air genie, which is a what is it called? Let's see, because there's different types of Jinn for each element. So there's like, okay, so there is the... Maybe it is just called a genie, actually, for if it's an air one. Because the other ones are, the Ifrit is the one that, like, the fire one that you guys fought is an Ifrit. Then there's Maurids, I think, are the water ones. I don't know what the earth ones are, but I think it's just a Jinn.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a genie. It's just called a genie. Yeah.
How many wishes do we get?
So
That's 3 wishes right there.
it's a ring of genie summoning.
And, is it gonna be like, how you fight the boss and you get something crazy, and he uses some crazy ability on you, but then when you get the item, it's garbage like they do in video games? Or is this gonna be, like, similar tier to the fire genie that we fought? The Ifrit.
So while we're in this ring, you can summon a genie, right?
Mm-hmm.
It remains to it does require concentration, as if concentrating on a spell,
Okay.
for a maximum of an hour or until it drops to 0 HP. While summoned, it's friendly to your companions, it obeys your commands, yada yada. After it departs, it can't be summoned again for 24 hours, and then if it dies, then the ring becomes non-magical. So the genie dying...
Okay.
Oh, wait, but it...
What if we set him
Yeah,
free?
okay, yeah. So if it ever dies, then you lose it. It actually just goes away. It goes back to its home plane, or gets basically... the connection gets severed.
Okay.
So that's the risk, right? But I'm pretty sure it is actually just a full genie. And it is... oh god, it's challenge rating 11, by the way.
What?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I like that.
So there's a genie.
Okay.
It does require attunement, mind you, so
Damn.
So that's the
Talvo,
only...
do you have 3 attunement slots?
So that's the
Or
only
Bree,
item
did
of
you-
note in here. Like,
Okay. How about I struck a deal, but I typed it because we were also typing. I'm free Tuesday evening before I go on a little mini vacation. I will, without uncertainty or with certainty, play Sorcerer that night.
for what? But what do you just want inspiration?
For the reroll.
To see if you
To
get another item?
maybe take a second one.
Okay, I will let you. Yeah, I'll take the
Okay.
deal.
Do we have seal the deal?
Underneath this
Yeah.
ring, there's actually a sword, and we didn't notice it.
Yeah,
Seal the deal.
I did it wrong. Shit, what is it? Oh, they're all capitalized. Seal the deal. There
Watch
you
this, just it doesn't matter.
go. Alright, you roll, and you have to get a 69 or... Oh, okay! Okay,
go!
you get another item off the same table, Jesus Christ. And I'll let you roll it, Helios. So roll
What is it?
another D100 now.
Oh my god! That is crazy.
Holy fuck, okay.
That is insane. I don't know what the item is, but that is crazy luck, though.
I've never even heard of this item, hold on.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm downloading it right now, let's go.
Okay, it's a wondrous legendary item. Okay, so Helios, I like this. I like the idea that you guys are all kind of rummaging through stuff, and then Helios, you find like this tiny little like box, like little lock box,
Oh.
a little locket.
Flashbacks to the cards.
And you open up the box. It's not locked or anything. It's actually pretty small. It's the size of like a rings little box, right? You open it up, and there is a weird sort of like almost like curled hand symbol on a little seal, like a little like
monkey's
wax.
paw?
It's like a little wax seal, and it depicts like a curled hand.
I guess I identified this, although I'm a little frightened.
Yeah. Do you want to like pick it up and look at it, or just?
I don't like the way you asked me that. Let me look at the phrasing for identifying real quick. I must touch through the castle. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, you reach forward and you touch it,
Shake its hand.
and you're gonna take immediately. You take 27 necrotic damage from touching it for just a split second, and you recoil instinctively as the life is sucked from your hand. You're like, and like your hand literally withers, and you're like, and you look at your hand, you're like, oh fuck.
Okay, I have to do math. Also, that's a fucking roll, Jesus. 27.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
The three. Yeah.
Wait, did he learn what it is, though?
You do learn what it is. Yeah, you reach out, touch it.
Touch it for a minute.
Oh wait, do
I don't learn what it is.
Yeah, you touched throughout the
I
castle.
just know that it hurts.
yeah, you have to touch it for a minute. So okay, so presumably you don't keep going then.
Well, what if I'm gonna grab it and hang on for 2 seconds, just to see what it does.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, hold on.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do that, though,
actually,
I'm gonna.
what's
hold
your
on.
alignment, Helios?
Oh fuck! That doesn't like come into play.
Alignment.
That doesn't come into play in like ever.
What's your alignment on your
Yeah.
sheet?
Did I ever even write it down?
I don't even have one.
Oh, chaotic neutral.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, then you're fine. That 66 was correct. It's actually more if you're good. Not that you would know that, but okay, so you like grab it again. I'm not going to do the initial damage again, but as you're holding it, you're basically holding to see if you keep getting hurt. After a few seconds pass, you do take more damage. It is every round. So if you wanted to identify it, it would be 10 rounds of that.
We could theoretically heal you through that, but I don't want to.
Yeah, regardless, the rest of you probably gathered around at this point.
I feel like if we're gonna do that, then let's let Helios attune to the stone first, so that it takes half.
Oh, true. He takes half. That's
Yeah.
smart.
Either way, when it's in the box, like you can hold the box and stuff. You just can't like touch it.
I identify this is a box.
Like I said, I don't have an alignment, but I can let poetry make a moral judgment of Adau's character and touch it. Let's see what happens.
I feel like Adau is.
Don't tell me. Let me touch it, and then I'll find out.
Okay.
I'm gonna say what is it? Come on, don't be a little baby. And I grab the.
Yeah, you touch it. You also take 66 damage as your necrotic damage.
It's around. It's like the Dwarven Fire whiskey.
Can I touch it?
Bree, yeah, you can touch it. Bree, you're all like gathered around now, just poking this thing. Yeah, you also take 66 damage, Bree, as it goes, and you're all like, oh, like it's like
the box to Talvo.
The sensation is like getting electrocuted is what it feels like.
It's the fucking what is? Are one of the is Small Riley with us?
Small Riley?
Probably, maybe.
We would have brought him. Yeah, I feel like we would have brought him.
Okay, I'll offer it to him. Be like, hey, check this out.
He touches
He
it.
hand buzzer.
And he's
things.
Since he's not nearly as strong as you guys, he's like visibly wounded from this. He's like, "Oh god!"
Damn, he's half dead from touching this. I'm gonna heal him from that. He deserves. I'll give him a little.
So as you guys are looking around, you also are kind of like peering in at the thing. Why don't you all roll me an Arcana check? Let's see if any of you maybe know what it is. Anyway,
I could have done that first.
Well, you didn't ask to. So, okay.
Giant frog.
I'm assuming that's Britsha.
The giant frog knows more about magic than I do.
So, actually, no. You know what? I will let Duncan. You can roll religion instead if you like, because that might be better for you.
It is.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So I was gonna say it makes it more sense for you to
That's for
roll
funny.
at least. So yeah, Adau, you're actually the only one who has any idea what this thing is, which is the hand on it is a symbol of Vecna,
who exists,
and Vecna is a very, very like niche.
I know who Vecna is.
Yeah.
But
Vecna,
for the kids at home,
yeah, Vecna's not really a big thing in this setting that much, but Vecna is a character that existed actually in the other half of the world. Talvo maybe has heard stories about this, but it was long enough ago where it was before like the barrier existed and stuff. In any case, the symbol itself, like Vecna is not really like so Vecna does not exist anymore. Although parts of them may. The symbol itself is regarded in pretty much all like societies that have any knowledge of Vecna to be a symbol of pure evil, just absolutely pure evil, and anyone that isn't evil will be harmed by touching it, which is what's happened to you guys.
Well, guys, I don't think we have anybody evil with us, unless Rockyle's been keeping stuff from us about his eyes, which glow purple and stuff. Which we never explored. Hey, Kasaria. Hey, Kasari, you want to put the shield? No, I don't want to do that.
What the hell do we do with this?
Any evil points? I mean, I feel like we definitely all get evil points.
You all have done stuff that is slightly evil. It's just a matter of like, are you actually evil, right?
They've always been in retaliation for somebody being more evil to us first. So,
not always, but not since like the first few sessions.
Yeah.
I would say that if
arrows at the camp, whatever the
yeah.
But I would say no. None of you guys are evil enough to count for this. So
okay, I'm still count neutral. But.
So it's useless to us then, unless
you know.
Hey, wait.
So wait, hold on.
We got a couple prisoners here.
I don't want. No, I don't want to.
No,
however,
maybe we just beat enough life it'll stop hurting us.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know like details about it. Do I? About how it works?
You don't know. You just have heard of these things before. You've heard of these things, these talismans that are basically just used by evil, like extremely powerful evil creatures to just like they just are formed out of pure malice and yeah. You know they can be used as a focus for clerics or paladins, but specifically evil clerics and paladins.
Yeah,
so like basically the anti-Adau would want one of these if there is an anti-Adau out there.
Yeah, my evil twin Wada.
Yeah.
Let me put this on the tip. Like I'll put my spear on through it, and then just whack people with the tip of the spear, and they take 66 damage.
If you do try that,
unless they're evil,
it doesn't break or even puncture the thing, even though it's like literally just like it wouldn't be a wax seal. It's like made of fabric. It's like a fabric like strip, like a little fabric square with this insignia, this evil sign on it. And if you like try to poke it with your poke through it with your spear, it just like doesn't it might like bend under it, but it doesn't actually break through at all because it's very powerfully enchanted.
Okay.
Does Rope of Entanglement have a cooldown?
I don't think so.
Okay, so here
There's
we
also
go.
hold person, so that we could do the 600 d6 to somebody.
Yeah, that'd be me. Tie it to his
True. And then that's smart, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We basically have just been given the cheese touch. Like we can cheese touch anybody we want.
So yeah,
They're actually evil though.
If they're evil, then I guess we'll find
yeah,
out.
I gotcha.
yeah. You could use it to test if people are evil or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get bad. Hold on.
Hey, Adau, you could use that to see if anybody who joins your cult is actually like,
That's hazing.
From my brother, they are like level 1 and will die instantly.
Exactly.
Don't be evil and try to sneak into my cult.
Well, no, but that's the thing. The evil ones will be the only ones that live. All the
Yeah.
good, all
So
the
they
good
just
and
kill
neutral
all
ones
the
would
good
die.
people. Yeah.
Well, then it's a test of are you
willing to
really
give
sure?
your
It's like,
life?
you're-
And then you,
Yeah.
and then you just revive them. That'd be very expensive, but like I
Well,
guess.
no.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do that. I'm gonna be real.
I guess you wouldn't even need. No, I guess
Wouldn't they just go down?
Yeah, I guess unless it does like double their HP max, it would insta kill. But if they're at least like level 2 or whatever, or level 1, they just get a lucky roll. Yeah, yeah. Either way, you guys could. I'm sure you'll figure out stuff for this. But there was one other thing in this room that I mentioned.
Yeah, the tarp.
Yeah, something is like a large.
What's the rest of this fucking body? Yeah,
There's a
what-
large like tarp covering something. It's like the size of like a piano or like something like that.
It's a piano.
I'm gonna, I guess, walk over
Imagine-
to it and
Yeah.
go.
Imagine the performance bonus you'd get carrying a piano around.
So
Right.
you go whoosh, pull the tarp back. And you actually see that there's like a table there, or it's probably not even a table. It's like a stone slab, like a stone pedestal, almost like a mortician's like a morgue table, right? And on it there is a cocoon. Or rather, it looks kind of like a cocoon. There is you're not even sure what the substance is, but there's this weird membrane surrounding a roughly humanoid-shaped blob that's here.
Oh, look at that.
I think I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Put the tarp back on,
I'm
and we
gonna
can just walk away.
No,
I'm
because
gonna
we don't
do
want it to get out later. Remember, we're gonna take this over, so we got to deal with it now, or we can bring it to the castle. But I think I just cut it
how
open and we
about-
see.
Well, no, hold on. How about can anyone else read minds for free before I quaff this potion and see if
Yeah, I
I detect
can.
any thought coming from it? Yeah,
Well,
Is it
I can. Yeah, I'll use my free casting of detect thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And that's first off, that's good because you don't even see any movement from this thing. It's not very clear if it is alive, whatever it is. But you cast detect thoughts, and you do detect thoughts.
Oh,
But specifically, you
is it like blood, please? I need blood.
no. In
it's
fact,
speaking in a language you don't understand.
you can
Yeah.
you can actually sense two separate threads of conscious in this thing. One of them is its body, speaking to its brain, and telling it that it is in pain. This creature is in pain. And then you can sense its kind of actual consciousness, and you realize this thing isn't awake. It's dreaming right now. And you can actually look in its dreams. It doesn't have any way of resisting. So,
Can I roll up in its dreams? Just be show up, project myself into it.
Not really. There is actually a spell for that. There's literally a spell for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in a past campaign, one of the players used that and then haunted their enemies' dreams for a month straight. And so their enemy,
Yeah.
it literally can sleep deprive your enemies. It can literally do that, so they don't get the benefit of
That's
resting.
torture.
Yeah,
That's
That's
Yeah.
horrific.
the
Levels of
did that.
exhaustion. Oh fuck.
Yeah, the party did that to one of their enemies, for a month before they actually fought them, something like that. Anyways,
Oh my
but
God.
the
That's actually genius.
yeah.
But that's horrible.
So anyways, though, you can set, you can't really do that without that spell, though. But you can
Yeah.
tell, you can see glimpses of the dream
I can
bubbling
send it
up.
to it like whisper shit.
And
Like,
you
I can telepathically talk to it. Anyway.
and you see the thing. You see the thing's dreams, and I'll just give you a brief glimpse, which is that you see a happy town, a bustling town, coastal town. You get glimpses, or not really glimpses. You get whiffs of the smell of the ocean, and you can even hear the sounds of waves. It seems like this is like a memory. It's very vivid, and this person is dreaming about a memory that they have. And you see them playing like soccer or whatever the equivalent is, like playing a game with some kid friends of theirs.
America.
And they
Soccer.
are clearly remembering when they were a kid. And you see them
What kind
playing.
of kids? Like, is this a boar or is this a
You actually
human?
It's in like the middle of like a town square. And actually, roll me a history check. Let's see if you recognize where this is. It's not out of the question that you couldn't.
Let's go.
Okay, you actually recognize.
I remember
It's
it so
actually my
hard.
backyard.
Yeah, no, you
This is
actually
me. No.
You know exactly what city this was in. This was in this city down here, which I don't have a name for still. It's a city that is actually kind of slightly under Dragon Elf rule right now. It's kind of like a tributary state, right?
Yeah.
And or a loose vassal. And the kid, like they don't like have a memory of them what themselves looked like in this memory of theirs, but they're playing with mostly dragon elves, maybe a couple humans. And they're like playing like a soccer equivalent game. And most of the people walking by in the area are either lizard folk, dragon elves, humans, maybe a couple boarmen, a couple dwarves, a couple normal elves, like non-dragon elves. And that's pretty much what you know the makeup of this place to be. So that makes sense.
The grand city of Fuckerland.
Fuckerland.
That would be it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
regardless,
super-
you could tell that this dream, they are completely enveloped in this dream. And they seem pretty happy in this dream. And then, like I said, meanwhile, though, their body is screaming to their brain in pain. So it seems like the dream is a little bit of a reprieve from that.
Is this a vampire? Not that I would know that, but I mean, that's the question on my mind.
Yeah. I mean, if you have like a sunlight spell, you could always just test it.
I was just thinking that.
I could just cast Dawn, but I want to save that actually.
Okay.
But I could. Yeah, I couldn't really do anything. I guess I could. Message? No, not really.
I can something if you're like, yo, tell this guy something.
Let me try to use my normal telepathic abilities to speak and see if it affects the dream at all. Maybe because I know that physical stimuli in real life can present in dreams.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've had some very weird dreams where I fell asleep with a poetry stream going, and
Yeah. All of a sudden Bjorn is like clapping your cheeks because
I just my dream, and I have to deal with your bullshit. It's actually infuriating sometimes.
Yeah. So you try to like basically message or like telepathically speak to this person, this thing, and how are you going to try to use this to get information specifically?
Well, first I would just see if it works at all. So I'd say like, hey, hey, what's up?
I guess, actually, when you're doing this, one of the kids in the dream says, hey, at the same time that you do.
What's this shit again?
The kid then pogs, because I pog.
Yeah.
Pogs!
And then you hear the person whose dream this is yell out and be like, come here, catch the ball, and he like throws it or whatever, because it's actually baseball, it's not soccer. I changed my mind.
Yeah, of course. Well, maybe he just doesn't know how to play.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
That would be so funny if in real baseball, like they had to be like, "Hey, catch!" and they throw it in from the outfield, just like guys running.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe because I know I can do this. Maybe I try to advance the dream, to a different, change the scene.
Okay.
So, I would say, I don't know the history of this person, so I can't say something that would trigger a memory for them. But maybe I can't really think of anything out of character. But I would try to say something that's generic enough that it could be a common experience, but you would hear later in life. I don't know what that would be. Yeah.
Ask him. Ask him to go to the beach.
I guess I could do that.
It's a coastal town. There's a beach there.
Yeah, so that would at least move us to a different scene. If this does work how I think it will, or hope it will. So yeah, I'll say something along those lines, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, and actually, it does seem to work. It seems to have an effect where all of a sudden the scene shifts and you're on a beach, and he's chilling at a beach this time, also with friends, maybe a little older this time. Seems like in his early teens, or at least the other kids around are. So you presume.
Well,
and it seems like he's kind of content in this dream state. And you hear his voice, so you're pretty sure it's a he.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be like, hey man, how about that exam that we had? The one. You try to get something. Maybe I can turn this lucid. I don't know. I don't know.
He's like,
really banking on him being able to afford it.
He's like, oh,
he's like on the beach, bro. I don't know.
He's like, what exam? You mean like the one that old priest gave us?
Yeah, that one. What else, dude?
I mean, my dad says that you shouldn't really ever you should be open to different viewpoints, though. I don't know.
That sounds lame.
Jesus.
Your dad sounds like a liberal.
And then this seems to have upset him, so he
bro failed the liberal exam.
This seems to upset him in his dream brain. There we go. And so he basically shifts to a different memory. He just boots you out of this one.
He's distracted.
And he's
good.
And now, but it seems like this negativity has had some impact. Because he shifts along his dreams to a different sequence. But now you're seeing through his eyes, and you see him curled up on a bed, crying.
Yeah, we've all been there, man.
And then he looks up, because there's a jangling of keys or something. He looks up, and you see a dragon elf jailer, a jail warden.
Oh.
Being hey, here's your slop. And he would say specifically, here's your slop. And then he would use a derogatory elven word for blasphemer.
I guess he was a liberal.
and he there's a pushing of food.
How much the tolerant left?
And then you don't see him any he hasn't shown his face or anything. You don't know how old he was in this memory, but he goes and eats, and then you clearly tell that he doesn't like this memory either. So he shifts to the next one, and it's another negative one. It's another negative one, and this time he's working in a chain gang as a prisoner. And it goes to the next one, and it's also another negative one that's just another generic bad prison experience, and a few more like that. And then until finally, it seems like he's almost it seems like his dreams are kind of he's almost snapping out of it, because he's kind of having a nightmare now. And then you see the last one is a brief flash of, you see the smiling face of Valeria, the vampire queen, hovering over him like a surgeon at a table. And she's kind of laughing, I wonder what this does if I connect it here. and then the dream cuts out. And it's just, he's still sleeping, but he's back to just no dream.
Bro's not in the REM state.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of that lasted like a quarter of a second.
Yeah, probably
from
yeah, probably not that long.
Dreams work, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's so crazy.
Right? No, dreams take a long time for a very short amount of real time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
right?
Yes, that's true.
So either
that's
way,
true.
what you kind of get a feeling is that he's not really asleep. He's more comatose, and yeah.
Okay. Huh. Well, That's another recruit. Troubled childhood, no family. So I'm
man.
In any case,
yeah, right.
In any case, they are like basically completely covered by this whatever this cocoon is, and like
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're not just gonna like immediately slice it open or anything. Like
I am immediately gonna slice it open. By the way, I'll be like back up, because I got Shield of. I have to recast Shield of Faith, because of Detect Thoughts, but I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be like,
Either way, Giant Wasp's input here.
yeah, I want to see what Giant Wasp. Just kill it immediately. I don't want to know what this thing is.
Wall of fire, just...
Well, I mean, I guess it's just a.
So
But why is it Dragon Elf up here though?
As you
You know?
go over and you just start slicing away this like membrane, you get the feeling that the membrane is made up of like Ancake like mucus or something, like and then enchanted in some way to keep him comatose. Like you get it's very not natural. It's not like it was grown by the person inside.
Yeah.
So you do slice
I would
away,
hope.
but as you slice away, you still detect thoughts on, like linked to him, right?
No, because
Oh.
I switched back to Shield of Faith.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sounds like I shouldn't
So
have
you're
done
not
that
gonna
though.
hear him probably mentally screaming as he wakes up.
Yeah, it's fine. And so you start like slicing away until you get down closer to like where you know his body is probably at. And then you kind of have to slow down because you realize that this stuff is like bound to his body. And if you keep just slicing, you're gonna like slice into him or like cut parts of him off. So you do have to kind of slow down. But you're able to like slice chunks of this stuff off until you can kind of see like the face a little bit. But it's because it's like semi-transparent, this membrane material.
Yeah.
And what you can see for sure, though, is that this figure under here is very, like, their body has been mutilated. Looks like probably through torture, maybe even multiple rounds of torture. Even more so, you see that they seem to have, like, something underneath their backside.
A pillow?
No, like attached to them.
Yeah. Okay. I certainly have no idea what that could be.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I want to see if we can find a way to like melt or dissolve this stuff, you know? Just so I don't have to keep cutting.
Yeah. I would say I guess I would say that like you
I
do
could probably
have
one. No, that would really hurt. That would hurt.
You do have Rock Heel here and like a couple other like
and Mohi. Yeah.
Mohi, yeah. And they would kind of, as you're getting deeper down, they would tell you they're like, okay, like maybe we should like slow down on this because we don't want to necessarily kill whoever's under there on accident.
Yeah.
So they would say like Rock Heel would actually say he's like this. Some of these magics remind me of ones that I saw when I was back in the Empire. Specifically, some of the mutilations I see on him. Would you? Rocky would say he's like, would you mind if I take him back to the castle and I try to work on a less invasive method of freeing this person?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense to me. Did Rockhill? Did you undergo similar treatment? I mean, you would be treated as a an icon of sacrilege in the Empire, right?
I still was, because my family was of fairly well-off means and fairly influential. They would not have dared do this, even to one who, kind of even to one like myself. But I know that they did do experiments on certain dragon elves.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I guess I'll hand him off to Rockhill and Feyor. Well, I say will we? Or do we just kill it?
Yeah. Hand him off.
Kill it?
No.
Okay.
Let's just bring an Eldritch. let's bring an Eldritch Horror on board. Let's see what happens.
It's not the weirdest thing we've done.
Exactly.
I'm saying that sarcastically, but I'm into it.
Yeah. So Rockhill will, him and Fair will take this back to the castle, and like try to diagnose what's even going on. So, and Mohi will help him too. So, okay.
Alrighty.
Well, like I said, you probably also find. I'll say that you each find. I'll say you like. There'll be some various other things. Nothing major though. We'll say you find 4 healing potions, like just base level.
Yippee.
So you get 1 each. And that would be like there would also be plenty of chemical ingredients and stuff for making more potions and stuff like that you can bring back to the castle. That'll help out. But
I find a random one.
A what?
Okay, now if I nat 1, I was gonna say I pick up a random one and drink it, but I rolled 22 on survival, so I'm good.
Well, yeah. So you guys would basically you would go. I'm assuming you would just finish going through this, and then head back to the castle, right?
Head back to the dwarven camp where we give them the ultimatum.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I already noted the evil box.
So let's say that you.
I've got all the cool shit that we have in the vault, and then also the silver mirror that we just straight up stole from that lady.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we never returned it, so we
Oops.
still have that.
We could do that. We could.
It's like here-ish, that lady's house. We
It
can put it
was.
there.
Oh yeah, is it like? Dude, we could like here. We could go swing by.
Well, you're all the way up here.
Yeah, we're fine now.
Does Bree want to touch the evil box again?
Yes, please.
Touch the talisman inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to identify now. Right? We figured out what it
You
was.
take another 24 necrotic damage
What the fuck?
as it just saps at your life force.
We feel she can foam it again, so she's gonna try once more.
Bree's like, I can
Can I
do
make a
it.
contested
Bree's a real
check?
scientist.
Bree touches it again, gets more HP drained. Bree's like probably visibly wounded now, like, ugh.
If you go down, I and help.
I will take the box.
Okay. So yeah. So regardless, you...
myself so that I no longer have any spell slots for Bree.
So as you guys reach the surface, with Bree occasionally just touching the thing again to see if anything's changed.
Yeah, as we're walking, just ow.
Yeah. As you reach
Minecraft
the surface, you go up a different way, as like Talvo suggested, to not hit the dwarves immediately. And so you can like kind of you can go a different way where you offload the prisoners onto the castle first, out of sight, and then you kind of head over to the little town area where there's again like maybe 25 dwarves just sitting there. And as they see you guys approaching, they have no reason to suspect anything. Although they are worried because you're returning without any of their companions, right? So they would stand up and like kind of all be at the ready, but not like hostile. And one of them would call out and be like, as you're approaching their little camp, and be like, where are the others? Where is our leader? Where's Fulgar?
I'll reply. Can the able-bodied warriors who came with the band approach and stand in a line?
You ask them to do that?
I'll be like, can I have the warriors over here?
They would
approach over here.
kind of mutter between each other, and then they would do that. They would walk out of like the little. They set up like a couple little barricades, and then they would walk between them. Like probably like half of them. The other half aren't really fit for combat. It looks like.
Yeah.
But like half of them would walk forward and stand at the ready, thinking that you're about to like select them to go on a mission or something.
So it's like you said, it's like 12 of them. You said like half of them.
Yeah, about a dozen.
Okay. Yeah. They are about to go on a mission. I'm gonna say the entire contingent of dwarves who went underground is dead. Now, you have a choice. You can stay here, and we can go underground and kill the Ankeg Queen, or you can return to Dukeguard.
They look at you. There is some like murmurs of shock as you tell when you say that they're all dead. And one of them says, "I don't believe you. Fulgar would never die to such low creatures."
I wouldn't disrespect them
again.
like that.
Talvo is still getting blood. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, yeah. We're not very very hot right now either.
Bree's fucking half dead.
I went unconscious. We're pretty worse for wear at the minute.
Yeah, we use the hand to make ourselves look worse to help sell the deal.
Yeah, I think I have prestidigitation. I don't. I have mending. Unfortunate, but that's okay. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. They're actually alive. We just came up here. You know.
You're welcome to go around and check.
This one kind of steps forward, and he's like, he's clearly like a lieutenant or whatever. Like he's the one in charge of the camp, and he's like, "Did you see his body?"
With my own eyes.
Okay, and you're not lying, so yeah, I don't need me to make a deception roll. He kind of like eyes you up, and he's like, "And why didn't you kill them then? If you were already down there?"
Oh well, we did. We killed dozens of them. But the queen, I think, requires a combined effort.
You're so high of.
Yeah, we got the slayers here, so.
He thinks, and then he looks back to the rest of the dwarves there. They kind of do a little group huddle, a little team huddle.
Yeah, can I hear them?
Roll perception check.
No. Sag.
Yeah,
That's
Helios, you hear them? They're all talking about how big they think Adau's cock is.
Oh.
No,
well, okay, in that case,
no,
I rolled the correct number.
No, they're all basically like.
You take like a emotional damage check. Would that be?
Yeah, you take 58 psychic damage.
They're basically talking about how they think that basically the leader guy is basically saying like, I think he's telling the truth, but I still don't really trust them. Like, what if the rest of the group is fine? They only saw the leader, or they basically they don't fully trust him. But then they're saying like well, regardless, we gotta go down there and
we'll point to Rockio and Bayor because they went down with them.
No, we wouldn't bring them because why would they be alive but everything else be dead? That's suspicious. So I would have made sure they stay behind.
Well, yeah, and plus they were bringing the body of that the cocoon thing.
Oh
yeah.
So they would so you hear them muttering, and like it clearly seems like they actually are about to agree to go down there. And the dwarf kind of like steps away and is like, "All right, we'll go help you kill the queen. We must retrieve our leader's body in any case."
Okay, yeah, we can accompany you for that. And then tomorrow, of course, whenever I've regained my power from which was greatly diminished during these fights, I'll be able to resurrect him.
To be fair, we did have to kill Valeria before we went to go help your guys.
That's true. Valeria, right hand man, the fire giant. Oh my god.
They nod, and the guy's like in the morning we'll be ready.
Awesome, very swag. There aren't any clerics here, right? Hemra was the only one. And then the one that was with Fulgar as well.
Yeah, one of them raises their hand. They're like, "I was training under Hemra, but I'm not." Yeah. You can tell by
not quite ready.
Yeah, they're like a second level.
Promoted. You are now one of our elite employees.
Yeah. No, I'll make some promise. I'll say like, hey, well, you can be present tomorrow, whenever the resurrection is undergone.
And then as you guys are talking, they're like, oh, what happened to my master? By the way, to my teacher.
She's also down there. She fell in the fight against Valeria, but again, she can be resurrected.
They seem very sad like this, but then when you say that they can be resurrected, they get a glimmer of hope. They're like, oh, okay.
It's just a matter of time. One day, essentially, per resurrect. Well, no, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 a day, as long as we have the diamonds. I don't have that many though.
I like how you say this, but you're not planning on actually.
No, definitely not.
What happens when we resurrect her? She's like,
maybe
I'm not saying I will. I'm saying they can be resurrected. You know,
maybe on the little dial is going a little more towards evil right now.
You want to touch the hand again and see what happens?
yeah.
But no, so yeah, the
Oh, they took 5d6 damage. Yes.
Good test.
no, so yeah. Either way, they seem to buy it though. So
Swag. Okay.
So, there's a plan. We're just gonna like camp out and go down in the morning. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna long rest and then go down there, fight the queen. Okay, well, we're gonna retrieve the body, then fight the queen, and then
Right, the dwarves, then the queen.
well, no, hopefully those dwarves will fall against the queen. But they might ask to resurrect first. But no, I'll be like, actually, I might need that for the queen, which is true. I might actually need those slots for the queen.
yeah,
So
and resurrection
then
doesn't have a very tight limit on. It's like 100 days or.
it's forever. It's like, no, it's not. It's like the last century.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Raised Dead is also 10 days, so I can even use that.
The amount of war crimes they've committed in the past like a week, you know, there's a lot happened. I think a century is more than long enough.
Yeah.
They can be there for a while. We can come back.
True. Okay. So I think that plan, right? We eeb and then we get up and then go. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah, we EB to maybe this lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. And you guys would go back and rest.
Who's gonna attune to the ring?
The genie.
The ring of genie summoning.
Oh, that I don't know.
I have 3 slots already.
Yeah, I have all 3.
Did I
guess that's
get
your
to
two-
attune to the heart?
At this point,
Yes.
you would be attuned to the heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are the other
What?
2 items you have?
I have the Ring of Protection, which gives me +1 AC, and the Ion Stone that gives me +1 AC.
That's what I see. Okay. I feel like you could. Well, I mean, you don't have
to get rid of one because I mean now if I have this heart thing that's apparently going to half everything, then I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Like,
effectively, you have more AC.
yeah.
Like based on the algorithm.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't have to though if you don't want to. If you want the extra AC, but if you do choose to get rid of one, make it the stone because that can be destroyed. The ring cannot be targeted in combat. I don't think.
Yeah.
also this genie's pretty nasty, guys. Like, holy fuck!
Really?
It can.
I mean, the one that was
What does it do?
flying
Does it
across the
first?
continent, lighting an entire forest on fire. That's. I mean, if we get something like that, that's pretty.
And this
chill.
one's pretty fucking windy.
It's got this create whirlwind that's pretty fucked up. Oh, and it can also conjure its own elemental.
Okay, I'm down. Yeah.
Oh my god, Bree's about to become this fucking
Invisible plane shift.
It does have
one a day?
plane shift. Yeah.
Is that like all of
This
us?
is insane.
It can,
This is insane.
it's pretty.
Yeah, it's 8. It's 9 creatures. It's 9 creatures.
I mean, keep in mind that's the equivalent. Like, so, for anyone who doesn't know this, if you're looking at a monster stat block, the way you can basically tell the what level they are is by looking at their the amount of hit dice they have. So it has 14 d10, so it's basically a 14th level, like, of whatever it is, right? That doesn't always work, but that's a rough estimation. Like, this is almost as powerful as like one of you guys on your own, basically.
Damn.
Roughly, like, you know, in a fight, it would probably still lose against you guys because you have more abilities, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, consider most of the people we fight are like usually not.
Yeah, but it's yeah. So.
Wow, though. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, just remember that if it
Where's
dies,
the info on it?
it's gone forever. What?
Where's the like info on the ring?
It's called
drop
the
it.
ring.
Is it in the compendium? It's in the DMG. It should be. Yeah, it is. It's in there.
Yeah, ring of
So I'll put it on my
Genie
sheet, and then let me look at
and
it.
I'll put it in here. It is in the group chat as well.
Oh, I can't.
Wow.
It doesn't actually do anything in my inventory, but you know. Oh yeah, with the thing, the creature it doesn't take any damage when it comes in Forbiddance, right? It's not undead. No vampire here.
It
doesn't seem to be dead.
Undead. No.
Okay, swag.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be affected by that.
Does it? If it hits 0, does it die, or does it have like a?
It's like, you have to find out, I guess.
Let's just break 0 HP right now. No.
Yeah, but no. You basically you have your you have Mohi and Rockheal working together, basically figure out what is going on with it. They're kind of trying to work on that. So.
Swag.
Thanks, guys.
What does Kasaria think of vampires?
Yeah, she's not really a big fan. She would be like, they're leeches that suck the strength of others.
No, the leech is another thing.
They sap the strength of others instead of having their own strength. Pathetic creatures. And then again, I'm also
they got more actions in combat than you did. They got more actions in combat than you did, Kasaria. So maybe just.
That's fair. Well, Valeria didn't get to use too many of them.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but
is there a way to
probably just make a custom thing with the little? It's probably really annoying to set up, but
the what thing?
It's not that terrible.
Make a custom item that like does the modifier or whatever.
Yeah, I was able to do it with the amulet. But there is no way. I don't think there's a way to do it with damage because we don't actually attacks aren't targeted in the system.
Yeah.
We just tell you.
You just have to remember that.
It does say like 9 fire, but it doesn't really do the difference if you're immune to it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to know that it's targeting Bree.
Targeting you. There's probably a way to do that, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, so, yeah. I don't think we're gonna go much longer tonight, actually. But what's the plan?
We're taking that big sleepy, and
long rest.
Yeah, long rest, and then the plan was to go back down with the dwarves, this dozen dwarves that are left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then they'll hopefully get hit first. Not get hit first. They have lower HP than we do, so we'll go down there and hopefully some of them will fall in combat, and whichever ones don't will be our prisoners, and or they go home.
Okay. Yeah, Bree, you just
choose to be unattuned.
Yeah. It just takes an hour of time, like before Bree goes to bed.
So just like an hour to unattune and then an hour to attune.
Yeah, actually, I don't even think you have to unattune. You would just replace it when you're done attuning to the.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're concentrating, like forget about it. I
want to commune actually before I go to sleep because I've got one. That's my highest level spell that remains.
Can I just hold onto the stone then?
You can hold on to it.
Because it didn't break while I had it.
Yeah.
I've got the crystal ball. I'm not attuned to it right now. It's just there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to.
What are you gonna do with your commune? You have 3 questions.
Yeah. The first one is there an item that would allow, or is there a method that would allow me to attune to more than 3 objects of magical power in existence on this continent?
So is there an item that would allow you to...
Basically, is there any method, I know not in, vanilla, raw, Forgotten Realms, but is there any way here to either, combine the effects of 2 items to get into 1 attunement slot, or have more than 3? Which is insane and not balanced, but, is there a way?
Potentially is the answer you receive.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions that you want the gods to answer? My god specifically, by the way. L. TSM, do you have any questions for God before I go with my other 2?
Yeah, hey man, just what the fuck? Okay.
Hey man, what the fuck?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Did anything other than that bottle of wine make it through the barrier?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Well, you.
I asked that from the vision that we that we saw, or that whoever saw that. But I remember that. So.
Did anything else from that ship, Megan?
Yes.
Yes. Was it alive? Not biotic, alive.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay. That's big.
Big, actually.
Okay.
And that's also my last question.
Do we have one more slot, or did it use it up?
Well, I mean, I could. Actually, no. That's it for today.
Okay. Fair. Okay, it's fine. I thought we did late. I was going to ask that little bard college thing we're going to. I was going to ask if like danger awaits us there.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably.
Probably.
For whatever reason, they want my dad in jail.
It will take a few days to get there from this area, even with the
the original quest from like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't 2 months ago. I think it was maybe a month ago. Yeah.
Real time.
But luckily for us, after we kill the queen, we have to stay here if we want to actually, have a reason to have done what we did. We're gonna have to stay here and put up a mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could have just said, kill all the dwarves and then leave. But
we changed our mind. It doesn't matter. Your blood sacrifice of 100 dwarves was for nothing.
Kill you.
Right? Yeah.
Well, no, what we do is we kill everybody here. We leave, wait for our second group to come, set everything up for it, kill them.
We're the Reapers.
Oh,
we are the Reapers from Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, sorry, another group of dwarves just died.
Oh no!
Can I touch the hand again just to see?
Yeah, right.
For like a 5-46 now.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, so
I don't think we want to do that. But I do unironically think that we should do. I mean, we can't really do a time skip before next session though. But I think we should have a bit where we set up a little town, a little hamlet.
Okay.
With walls and defenses.
Hey, hamlet is an offensive term for the board.
We still have to see if you're going to be able to kill the queen, though, the Ankeg queen. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We got to do that first, at the very least.
Yeah.
Do I get the sense that Adau learned everything about the hand thing when he did whatever he did that made him learn about it?
Uh,
I mean, you don't think he learned everything. Like, he doesn't...
Okay. Like, do I get the... I still need to identify to it, like...
I actually don't... I actually have never heard of this item.
Okay.
So, I do not know what it does.
Well, okay, before we go to bed... Like, if I go down, everyone's here, we're having dinner. It can just be really funny. Here's the entertainment for the night dinner and show. I'm gonna kill myself.
Well, so Helios could... I mean, you could actually... Like, Adau... Does Adau have any, like, first-level Cure Wounds slots?
Yeah, I've got...
I can cure wounds. I can cure wounds myself.
We can I'll roll all the damage, and then you just roll all your heals, and we see if Helios has enough HP.
I've got heals as well.
Oh, yeah, Bree can do so as well, yeah.
Rakiel, maybe, Mohi, definitely...
no, they don't have
we have potions,
spells,
we could just...
offensive ones.
Oh, I mean, fair enough.
I have the Supreme Healing Potion.
Yeah,
but I don't think I'm going to use that. Like, if we have the spells and we're going to sleep for a long rest...
Can we pour the potions in his mouth while he's holding on and he's got his mouth open?
Yeah, he's got his mouth open. He's like saying the words of the spell so he's gargling.
Alright, I'm gonna roll all of my healing words.
Yeah, roll anything you're willing to contribute to the effort.
So it's 10 rounds.
I'll roll the damage, yeah.
Yeah, 10 rounds of 66.
So it's 60d6.
I rolled this for fun, I got a 200, so I have 80 right now.
Yeah.
Hey, here, Helios, take one of these potions of heroism for 10 temporary hit
Harry
points.
Wisdom?
Yeah, 10 hit points, let's go. Well, do we want,
I can also give you temp HP.
I think we should say the temp HP.
And your blast, I don't know if that matters.
I'm just gonna add up what we have here. 8 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 12 plus 8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 5.
That's a lot of healing.
Okay, then there we go.
I think we're good.
Plus 11 plus 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 12 plus 8 plus 9 plus 12 plus 10 plus 9. Okay. And then plus the
more
10...
if we need more.
Alright, did you already add the temp HP to your side, Helios?
Okay, so how many temp HP do I have now?
It would just be 10. You can't have multiple.
Okay,
You can't stack the
so
HP.
I have 90.
You have 90 HP. Okay. And then this is how much you're going to be healed for while you're taking damage. So you effectively have 238, basically, is the number that you have to beat right now. And plus, if they see that you're about to go under, they could, like, dump potions in your mouth. So you have backups. So, okay, so first let's just see...
I could save for fun.
First, I'm gonna roll half of them at a time, because that's more fun. Let's see how the first half goes.
That one's also on top, the one I just did.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, another
okay.
20.
Well, that's... you know what?
So
mathematically speaking...
Yeah, as you start grab, this is the first 30 seconds. You reach out and grab, and it and it immediately starts going, like just zapping energy out of you as you're casting Identify, and then like Bree and Adau are just going like, and like healing it back up, and then the next 30 seconds, yeah, you're totally fine.
Let's go.
You'll end with
maybe not psychologically
216 total. So you had 238. So you had like 22 HP at the end. But you managed to power through, like, and then you immediately go, and you know what it does now. Which is, I'll let you know what it's called, so you can look at it and reference it again in the future. It is a Talisman of Ultimate Evil. And I'll read the
classic.
I'll read the important parts, which is that it is a, you can use it as a holy symbol if you're an evil cleric or paladin, and it gives +2 to spell attacks. However, it also has 6 charges, where if you're holding it, you can use an action to expend a charge and choose a creature you see on the ground within 120 feet of you. If that target is of good alignment, a flaming fissure opens underneath it. They must save on a DC 20 Dex saving throw or fall into the fissure and be destroyed, leaving no remains. The fissure then closes, leaving no trace of its existence.
What?
I think actually more important sense is either sort of creature takes damage again each time it ends its turn holding or carrying the talisman. He carried that talisman out of there.
No, but if it's in the box, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's in the box, it's okay.
It's loaded for a minute.
So it is. So yeah, you can literally. I mean, you guys can't use it because you're not evil. But if you find someone who's evil and you're willing to give it to them to use against good people, which it doesn't sound like, I wouldn't put it past you guys.
It's not one Sekiro. What the hell is
that? Sounds like a really good way to get the Black Wolf back on us.
Well, he's dead now, but you know. Wait,
True,
is he dead?
But I'm sure there are others.
I don't know. We could beat. He'll find a way back with the come out of the fissure.
Yeah, but yeah, basically, it just opens up a flaming fissure underneath good people, and then just disappears them into hell, basically. So.
What?
Great.
Okay. Well,
you could wipe out some just following orders, guys, with that.
Hey, what's Kerbuck's alignment?
I would say lawful neutral.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does neutral count?
No.
That's be good.
That's be good.
Okay. Shit. What if we make him like? What if we like hype him up and make him like a really good guy, and then you go like in this entire arc, and you're like,
it doesn't necessarily work like that.
What the fuck can we use this for? This is.
I mean, you guys can't use it for anything. You'd have to find.
Yeah.
Something. You can just sell it, you know.
We could, and then it's gonna find its way back to us. Like in 2 years from now, like this guy's gonna show up, and he'd be like,
we could destroy it. You know.
What would that do?
Have one less objectively evil artifact in the world that has nothing.
Whatever leads to a wave of evil, the fissure would open up under all of us if we try to fuck it up.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know how we would. What would I even do, or what we would even do?
Gaius, an evil guy, Chaos.
You could. Yeah.
That.
Wait, I just realized something. Hold on. Okay, I want you guys to roll me a religion or arcana check. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, yeah, I should still do this. This would be good.
Nice.
Helios.
Duality of elf and pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did this not go this way?
Helios, you remember, you're like, wait a minute. Most genies are either chaotic good or chaotic evil, not in between.
Fuck me, let's go. This is great.
But I actually was looking because I couldn't remember. But you actually remember that most air-based genies are actually chaotic good.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It's the fire ones who are evil. Like
never mind. Well, did we kill that guy? Maybe he has a friend.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm sure there are more of them. You know.
Yeah.
What was he doing again?
He was just flying around.
He was sent by someone. I'm not gonna. I won't.
Oh yes, he was sent by.
I remember how much I told you guys.
Yeah, the Zilx's baby mama. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was somebody close to Zilx.
Yeah, Zilx's.
Fuck! I should have asked questions about that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow or next. Next Sunday, but tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where we'll actually wrap up here. A little bit early, but that's partially because I wasn't really sure what you guys were going to do today, so I had to kind of.
Don't worry.
What would you have done if we had?
Don't worry. Unlock the portal to hell.
Yeah.
I have a hat from fucking Satan. I have a hand from Satan.
Those are the hands.
True.
What if I just turn evil? What if I just fucking go down this route and just like embrace this?
True. I am simply evil now. Give me the talisman.
I mean, if you want to become evil, if your characters have a change of heart, it has to be reflected. You got to do evil.
True. I firmly believe alignment should just be reflective of your character's actions. It should not be prescriptive at all.
Neutral.
Just like language.
Yeah, I'll go either way and just fuck shit up no matter what.
Yeah. So yeah.
But what would you have done if I was like, I use my wish to open up this cocoon and have the person appear in front of us?
Well then,
To make this a hand of good. Is that a thing?
There probably is one. I bet there is.
Make it the opposite.
I don't know actually, but by the way, do you want to know? Do you want to know what the thing was that you rerolled, Duncan?
Oh yeah, what was 2?
It was a defender, which is a +3 weapon that also lets you gain AC with it.
Shit.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I would have taken.
In fact, that would have been way more useful.
Let me see. I don't remember how it works. It's the first time you attack with the sword on each of your turns, you can transfer some of the sword's bonus to your AC. So it would be like you basically the sword becomes a +1, but you get 2 more AC, right? So
yeah. Oh, so it's oh wow. So I either have +3 AC or +3 to hit.
Yeah, or in between.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, or in between. Yes, that's really good.
But it does require 2, I believe. So yeah.
Yeah. But with that, I could have had a max of 29 AC during combat.
That's pretty crazy,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so...
And if someone was hasting me, it could be 31.
Well, there is a talisman of pure good. Hold on. And if you are...
It's even worth it. It's
your wish.
It's your wish. I won't tell you what to do with it.
The talisman of pure good, you also take damage if you're neutral, though. You have to be actually good.
What are you again?
Yeah, is there an item in the game for us bisexuals out here?
I'll go to church.
Yeah, I think all of you guys would be neutral on the good evil
I'll
scale.
go to church. I'll repent.
Let me see if there's a talisman.
Repent to the great purple one.
Yeah, is there just a talisman of like a normal guy?
Talisman of Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there is a... That's funny. But yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, well, yeah. Anywho, though, I think that is gonna do it for us for the night. Normally I've been streaming on Sunday nights after D&D, but I'm not gonna do that tonight because I have my Peggle week starting tomorrow. So yeah, I might go and change the schedule a little more, but any of you guys streaming?
On Tuesday, Sekiro for the shit hand I got.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we will see everyone later. Like I said, yeah, we have a couple more weeks till I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks, but yeah, and then after that, I don't have any plans after that for the rest of the summer. So
yeah. Yeah, I'm good until like September is the next time where like I probably have a definite no.
Okay. Yep. Well, I think that works then. And I think that'll do it for us. So we'll see everyone next time.
I thought about doing a one-shot. Oh, bye.
Yeah.
Thought about trying to DM, but I've never had the time to pull it together.